Whitby looks
When
like
the roster populates, we'll be able to let you know who the starting goalies are. Just have to wait for the website to kick in. Sometimes it doesn't go on until there's a goal scored. So we'll see what happens.
Katie DeSnew. Katie looks, and a shot and a goal. Like we mentioned earlier, this is a heavy hitter. She is going to be one to look out for. Let's take a look at that. I think you might have missed it, so you're going to be excited to see.
I think
this
I got.
replay.
Oh yeah, I missed it for sure. There you go, on the offside and just ripping across the body.
An absolute rocket. She can pick a corner. So the defense here on Peterborough is going to have to watch out for her. They're going to have to really put an effort into protecting her, watching her hands, and maybe even gluing a player to her because she will score.
She loves the high toe drag too, right? Like the fake high shot, pull it down, go past you and go in.
She fools everybody with that. It's so convincing.
Which is funny because she does it all the time. But it is, and you know why it works, I guess, is because she's such a good shooter.
Such a good shooter.
Right? You have to be ready because she will throw that one as well. Ball back up top to Peroni. Trying to duck underneath. That's Claire Johnson, another fairly new addition to the Lakers. Actually moved here to Peterborough last year, I think. Lives right around the corner from me, from carrying me.
No way.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah. There's a shot from Johnston, who was a very late cut from that Canadian team. She is so good. Can play either end. Did a lot of defense for Kingston, which I always thought, I get it, but boy, she's so good up front too.
Yeah, a very all-around, well-rounded player. So it's nice to see that Peterborough's utilizing her.
Whitby to the attack. Nice catch on that pass. It was just a little bit behind. DeSnew coming to set a pick. Got the handoff instead. Rips one. That's a bit wide and up out of play. That's going to be Lakers possession.
So there is some new rules to the major series this year, one including that 10 seconds to get over. So I'm interested to see how the players are going to adapt. They definitely know this is a new rule.
And is the over and back new this year, or that was in already?
That was in already,
yeah.
Yes. So they should be aware, but it still happens.
Lexi Kinmond with a shot. There's another big gunner for Peterborough. Over to Chelsea Campbell. There's a shot from Kinmond. And Kinmond was dynamite last year for them. And then you throw in Shawnlee Wallace and Claire Johnston. This is a potent offense.
Very, very deep team. Peterborough did play for second place last year against Mimico, so they're looking to do better or come back.
Oh, that one looked like it snuck through, but goes a little bit wide of the net.
We're looking at that 10 seconds to get over. You can see Peterborough knows this rule, and they're trying to put pressure on Whitby for those 10 seconds. They want the turnover.
There's a drive underneath. Well defended there. Looks like shot coming. A little fake in the feet inside. Nice patience. The pass just didn't quite connect.
Peterborough's right on that. So, again, Peterborough's going to run it up. Looks like Peterborough's going to slow it down just to set up some late comers. Maybe hit a trailer here. I've always admired Peterborough's patience is just incredible. They do not feel the rush of a shot clock. 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Nice save. The starting goaltender for Whitby is Chloe Duyette. And they're going to get a 30-second violation, which is about the best thing a defense can do.
Yep. You can't ask for more from your defense.
At the other end of the floor looks like Lydia Knott between the pipes for the Lakers, but she's not going to have to do anything right now because the ball has been recovered by Peterborough. Here's Chelsea Campbell over to the far side. Johnson moves it on quickly, and Kinmon coming around the top. Well defended to this point. Peroni's pass a little high, but was caught.
Great
nice
job.
Rip there from Peroni, but Duyette was all over it. Here's an outlook chance.
Break here.
And who's that? 15. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, nice save by Lydia Knott. That was Maggie Cuddy on the run for Whitby.
That was a great look. I'm hoping that we see a little bit more of that.
Yeah. It's a baby day here at the arena. We've had a few babies going by lately. Sorry, my wife and I always like to see a nice cute baby. That is Carrie McMaster Stamp, on the camera. And bringing turkey sandwiches, which Phoenix is going to get into after this game, I'm sure, because they're good. I'm telling you.
That's it. A nice reset for Peterborough. They're looking to slow it down a little bit. Really find a good opening.
Jocelyn LeMay found it over to Megan Hiltz. Hiltz's shot goes wide, and they're taking off. This is Beatrice Tamburo racing in. I think she's going to try and have a go. She does, just a little bit wide. Had a trailer.
A bit of a tough angle for her.
Yeah.
Offhand, a little far to the left corner, but still
Had
good.
Chloe Luther coming with her. You might want to drop that one, right?
That's it, yeah. But Whitby is taking advantage of a fast break, so it looks like they're really trying to beat them on transition.
There's a shot from the slot, high slot. On the run there is Avery Morgan Huff. Backing her up. I think that's Mia Mechtel wearing the 11 in the Team Ontario helmet. Scooped up on the far side by Chloe Luther. That pass is a little bit high. Final seconds of the 30. Oh, they had a chance to get a shot off.
Going to be a violation of the shot clock and a turnover to Peterborough. Peterborough is in no rush to get this ball going.
Lobbed ahead by Peroni. She's going to go for a change as she'd been out on a defensive shift. Shanley Wallace passes it down. You see her wearing her Lacrosse Canada helmet from the Worlds. Oh, nice feed through, but well defended there. Kinmont was cutting through. What a great defensive play. That was Abby White. This is an AP.
Bit of a scrum, but it looks like Peterborough got possession back.
Didn't see the call. We will miss things once in a while as we're looking for players and things.
For Wallace.
Goes 5-hole, but with those big sticks in the summer, you just don't have a lot of 5-hole there.
You really don't. You got to pick those corners. These goalies are big, and they've got big sticks.
Tried to get it through to Baxter. He winds up with Abby Hiltz. This is Wallace along the boards. Passes it down. It winds up with Baxter. She'll go to the net. That's good defense. Nice job. Sasha McDonald making the big hit and then knocking down Jocelyn LeMay. Great to see Sasha McDonald playing again. She was an announcer with me at the Worlds 2 years ago in Utica. Then had to take a year off when she had a baby.
That's it. Come back from pregnancy, bigger, stronger, better. It's exciting to see. You know,
she's always been a menace.
Always.
Yeah, you'd know that as an opposing forward.
Defend her. I'll tell you that for free.
You got to keep your head up when you're playing near her.
That's it. Just such an athlete.
Yeah. Desnoo. Finds a lane. Oh, nice little hesitation, but Knott stays right with her.
That'll go right to the stick.
I like the Pee-wee handoff there from the goalie, just dropping it right in the stick. It's a pretty good idea when you've got Desnoo all over the top of you.
That's it. Peterborough, such patient team. Again, slowing it down. They are no rush. 14 seconds, and they're not feeling that pressure.
Wide open, and they just missed that pass to Kinmont. Chelsea Campbell's going to whack herself when she gets to the bench. You can see her kind of look up like, how did I throw that too high?
That could have been really pretty, I won't lie.
Yeah. Her dad, Chad, the head coach for Peterborough. They've got quite a coaching staff with Bobby Keast on the defensive end. His daughter, Taya, plays for the team. And Daryl Gibson helping him out. Gibby was saying, I owe him because he helped out. Gibson was coaching Jamaica at the Worlds, and Bobby Keast went to help out. So he was like, I got to come and do some too.
It's nice to see that kind of experience on our benches here for the women. It's really helping grow the sport and grow these women as athletes.
Yeah. Ryan Shuskowski coaching Whitby. Nice Peterborough right now, though, with the possession. Hiltz to LeMay. They've got 8 on the shot clock. Nice pass to Shanley Wallace. Just got away from her. And off they go. This is Kaya Miracle. Loses the ball. Big check by Wallace on the forecheck. Peroni slipping through the middle. Look at the hustle there, though, from Brittany Colangelo. Used to seeing her in the offensive zone, but she can play a D-tranny role as well. And she was racing after Shanley Wallace. Colangelo was probably the breakout star of WMSL last summer. She scored a ton of goals, was just a factor every game she played in. Here's Wallace along the half boards. Big pick from Campbell. The roll wasn't there, so they tried to get it to Campbell on the late cut, just didn't connect.
I don't know, go ahead. Pretty early in the first, but we're spending a lot of time looking left. My neck is starting to hurt. Peterborough is definitely handling a lot of the offensive play in this first half.
They trail 1-0. So you never like that when you're controlling a lot of the play and you're not getting the results. Things can tend to swing the other direction. That one's wide.
They're going to have to manage that frustration when you don't get results, but you have all that possession.
Nice little hand switch. But 30 will run out. Okay, you had one play late in your game this morning. You're coming across the top. You have 4 lefties on your offense for the most part, right?
We have too many lefties.
You have a lot of lefties, which is a rare problem.
Very.
Most teams have a lot of righties. You're coming across the top, and you stayed lefty. I actually thought you were going to switch righty. I'm not a big fan of switching all the time. I thought you should have switched there. Were you thinking about it?
I'm a Canadian box player, so
Yeah.
it's a little tough for me to remember to switch.
Yeah.
I'm working on that. 6 has definitely got me training that, but
Yeah.
it's not an instinct the way it is for field players, but definitely something I'm working on.
As a righty, I was thinking just switch to righty. It's easy, but if you told me to switch lefty and shoot, I can catch lefty. Shooting lefty,
My
I don't know.
brain hurts trying to go righty when I'm a lefty.
It was so open. It was so open. I'm like, Phoenix, just switch.
It was.
Anyway, here comes the roll over the top. That's a goal.
God.
That is Olivia Smith. Really nice finish. Go ahead.
Take a look here. Nice pass down. She picks for her beautifully, opens the lane, and just free hands, picks that bottom right corner.
I think
Can't
she may have caught Lydia Knott a little by surprise because that didn't look like a great shooting lane. I thought she was passing when she started the movement. So
Fair enough. It's deceiving. So that that worked in her favor.
Yeah. 2-0 for Whitby, which isn't a big surprise except for how much Peterborough has controlled a lot of the play. And now a chance to make it 3-0. Just stopping that one was Lydia Knott. That was a huge save on Fiona McLean. Peterborough back up into the offensive zone. Shaughnessy looks at the net, will drive to it, double team, fights through.
On her knees, outnumbered, but still
almost still got it.
That was interesting.
That was very close to a penalty because once she went down, you just can't cross-check like when someone's standing up. And good restraint, actually, by the rush. Desnu takes it here. Ball across the top.
Screen.
That's Reese Whiteman, number 16.
Low on time.
Yeah, 7 still to shoot. Plenty for Desnu, but it is wide. Gets away from Chloe Luther. And, I think they're saying a 30-second reset, but there's only 3 seconds left in the period. So it's all going to be irrelevant. But what a first period we have. 2-0 for Whitby. I'm Stephen Stamp with Phoenix Rams, and we're going to have a 2-minute break, so we're going to sit down and chat. I was standing up doing camera for the first couple of games, and you were playing. So let's have a little rest and talk about how things are going. This game, like you said, Peterborough really controlled, I'd say, the first 12 minutes of that. And then Whitby just seemed to kind of kickstart something as they can do.
They do. And I think that they are really strong on that transition, getting that fast break, really trying to optimize more players on that transition. And they've outnumbered Peterborough quite a few times. And that's a great opportunity. They've gotten, I think, maybe 2 or 3 breakaways at this point. A 1-on-0 with the goalie. And Peterborough right now has to manage the frustration because if we counted minutes for minutes on who has more offensive time, Peterborough outnumbers Whitby by quite a lot.
Right.
And that's the frustration you have to manage when you're not getting any results. So I'm interested to see.
That's very much a FIFA World Cup stat. The time of possession, that's because with that there's so little scoring that becomes a huge factor in how you see how a game's going.
Absolutely.
In lacrosse, there's usually more resulting goals from that kind of possession time. And Peterborough, we've talked about how good their offense is. Daryl Gibson is drawing something up. They, recently the coach with the Oshawa Firewolves, he's coached the Coburg Kodiaks offense. Wow. He was a terrific defensive player. Now he's coaching offense here, and he knows what he's doing. So they're going to have something coming. On the other end, I mentioned Ryan Szuskowski, one of the top goalies in the Arena Lacrosse League, and his wife, Caitlin, is down helping coach as well. Another great coaching staff.
That's it. It's fun to see both of the dynamics. What we're looking at here on the floor, and you can see on the camera, is Peterborough's got their offense and their defense, almost as if a football team. 2 separate teams, they're talking about plays, and Whitby as one united front. So I'm interested to see. It's an interesting dynamic. Every team works differently, and we are seeing it so clearly here.
Yeah, it's a great point. I think part of it is Peterborough has head coach, O coach, and D coach.
That's it.
So you split them. Whitby has Ryan and Caitlin. She's running the D door. They have a goalie, I think, running the O door. And then, so Ryan's doing most of the coaching. It's just a matter of who's available, what your circumstances are. And I know Peterborough's thrilled to have this coaching staff.
100%. They're very lucky, very knowledgeable coaches. It's like I mentioned before, so nice to see that these coaches are interested in coaching women's sports. It's no secret. Women's sports are on the rise, but not as men's sports. So it's really nice to see these coaches really taking an interest in us, wanting to grow the sport.
I have a question about the WMSL. I assumed when I saw the rules, the new rules came in this year, and you're going to want to grab your replay button there, but the new rules came in this year. I assumed, because I read the charts like everybody else and saw that it said junior and senior. These are the rules, the cylinder for the crease and things. And then I actually just found out in the last couple of days that that's not the case. It's different for women, right?
It is different for women.
Why? I know you can't really answer that.
You know, it is a very opinion-based situation.
Yes.
I have heard mixed opinions out there.
Yeah.
I've heard that women are disappointed that they're being treated a little bit more like junior lacrosse, like kids lacrosse.
Yeah.
And then there are some that are happy with the rule changes or the lack thereof. But
and that's fair enough.
Opinion-based. If you ask me personally, I would love to be treated. We got crease dives taken away. I would love that back, but.
Yeah. Oh, nice rip from Wallace late in the 30, just wide. And I don't want to dive deep into a controversy or anything. When I heard it, I was surprised because I just read the document and thought junior and senior.
Mixed opinions. Yeah. I'm definitely a little disappointed, but it's changing.
Well, as a forward especially, right? You want to be able to jump up over the crease.
I love my crease dive.
Right?
You know that, Stam.
You do.
I broke my foot.
I know. And you still love them.
Didn't stop me.
That pass, good pass, but great effort there by Taya Keast, who reluctantly played a shift of offense in the first game. I asked her dad about it. I said, she stayed up. Didn't look like she wanted to. Like, no. She wanted to stay and play D. She likes D, but they made her play a shift of O. Here you can see why she likes the D. Tenacious work.
That's it. She's hungry.
Offside shot there. Again, that was Mia McTell, one of Whitby's affiliated players. And here's Bartlett with the ball for Peterborough. She'll make a pass up to Victoria Clark. Peterborough hosting the provincials last year and getting to the championship, where Mimico just edged them. Peterborough had that game leading by a goal late in the game, and then Erica Evans happened. She tends to do.
She does.
2 goals by Evans to down her hometown team, give Mimico the championship. Nice save there. It's a lot of pressure, though, and Peterborough's going to get the ball back. Abby Hill's trying to decide whether she wants to be lefty or righty right now. And she'll go in and get pretty zesty in the middle, as she is wont to do.
That's a field player gone box, and it shows. And that ability to switch hands it's a menace on the floor because we're not used to it as box-born players.
Although I will say, I mean, she's the daughter of Joey Hiltz, who's a all-time great, and they're box family who went and played field. So that's just something she's brought back from the field game. I wouldn't say she's a field player coming over.
You're right.
Although, I mean, to be fair, there were a lot more opportunities for him to play field beforehand, right? Here is Whitby back to the offenses. We're a few minutes into the second period. It's 2-0. Rush, 3-0 Rush. Nice drive to the net, and that was Reese Whiteman with that finish.
All right, let's take a look here. A nice pass. Fantastic picks they're setting for each other. They're really giving each other a lane. We've seen this all 3 goals, I'm pretty sure, at this point. All of them have been a nice screen for the player. They come around, they see a lane, and it's money.
Speaking of box lacrosse, right? There you go, setting the picks. I know you do play box and sixes for Poland.
I do. I'm very thankful.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to see you in Prague and here's a drive by Shawnlee Wallace. She'll spin around, chuck it over to Peroni. But it's great to have you on the broadcast again. It's fun to hop on a game together.
It's always such a pleasure, such an honor.
Nice of your husband to let us borrow you for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, he's here. He's supporting.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's listening to the stream in the stand somewhere with a 30-second delay.
Shawnlee Wallace a little wide with that shot. Up the floor comes Maddie Cuddy. She's going to slow it down. And you can see, like you mentioned, how good Whitby is in transition. She was looking transition the whole way until it was clear it wasn't there.
That's it. They keep their eyes up, and they're looking for those sneaky goals.
Nice pass through, but a great trail check there by Laura Vasiliadis. Whitby did get it back, gets a chance, but that's picked off that pass. And Peterborough is making their way up over center. There's Haley Bartlett is 44. She's been doing a lot of the clearing for Peterborough in this game. Now they're in the offensive zone with Kinmon coming around the corner. Gets a pick from Hiltz. You come to Abby Hiltz, shoots it with a couple seconds to go. That was wide, so it's going to be a 30-second violation. Rachel Lapine will pick this one up. She's also got the Lacrosse Canada bucket on. She is a dynamic transition player, played for Canada at the Worlds. Being watched very carefully by Taya Keast. That is quite a battle. And Keast is going to get it. Oh, can't come up with the ball. That might be why she's playing defense. Holding again, the ball's not really her forte. She was gone for a breakaway. Sometimes you just get overexcited, right? There's a chance to take off.
Yeah. But Whitby does fight for every loose ball back. That's going to be an over and back, and possession's going to go to Peterborough.
For about 5.5 minutes, as you can see, into this second period. There are 3 15-minute running time periods. It will be stop time for the final 3 minutes of the third period if the game is within 5 goals.
That's it.
Campbell quickly back up top to Baxter. There's Jocelyn LeMay. Megan Hiltz back to the far side. LeMay tries to hit the cutter. Baxter spinning. I thought she was going to go behind the back. That's going to be a loose ball push, and Peterborough gets a fresh 30.
They're going to get another reset. I'm wondering if their patience is almost backfiring on them because Whitby is being just as patient with their defense.
Oh, Claire Johnson soaked that one. Trying to get out of the way. Couldn't quite do it as LeMay takes that shot.
Great effort to get that ball back and get a reset going.
Yeah. Jocelyn LeMay, whose partner is also a lacrosse player. Jordan Sturris plays for the Peterborough Lakers, the men's team. You see a lot of the, cross men's and women's with the couples. It's pretty fun. Claire Johnston's shot. That ball still rolling around loose. It's going to be grabbed by Victoria Clark. And another fresh 30. This is a tired defense.
This is a minute and a half, I think, of offensive play.
Abby Hiltz waits and now tosses it up top. That's Megan Hiltz wearing the 16. Kinmon comes open across the middle. Shoots. Oh, what a save. Glorious chance for Peterborough.
I almost wish she took a couple more steps inwards to the crease. There was nobody challenging her.
Yeah.
Nobody within a mile radius challenging her.
That was maybe the first really big defensive breakdown.
That's it.
For Whitby.
There's
a save on the outside shot.
Seldom, so you really got to take advantage of it.
Nice job getting in after that one by Maddie Baxter. Again, I'm becoming a huge fan. Literally every period you see her play, right? It's like, holy cow, she just did something else. Like that to me, getting that loose ball and another 30 is huge. Wallace, she loves to shoot, but she's looking down low for the pass. That's going to get away. And we're going to have a goalie timeout, a timeout for the goalies to get some water. It's quite warm in here. The rest of the building is air conditioned. The rink is not.
That's pretty regular, I think, for box lacrosse.
Like, what
you
the heck?
either get used to it or you stop playing.
Right?
I've chosen to get used to it.
Oh.
As far as Peterborough's offense goes, it's no secret they've had a lot of the ball possession, but 0 goals. What do you think needs to change here to see some kind of results? What would you suggest if you were on the coaching staff right now?
I mean, what I saw there, especially the Kinmon open break was an example of the off-ball picks. Really committing to them, I think, are making a difference. Because Whitby, you can see how well they're flowing defensively with the offensive players. You get those off-ball picks set and get really tight on them. I'm not sure Peterborough had been, and they know how to play. They know what they're doing. Derek Gupson knows what he's doing. But 100%. Sometimes, as an offensive player, you get a little lazy maybe. Not even lazy, but you stop thinking about the fundamentals. The fundamental there is set a good solid pick, and as the forward come right off, and I'm demonstrating like coming right off the shoulder on you, and you get the ball.
A lot of great passing on the outside, but you're right, we're not seeing all of those picks, those rolls, that movement, that chaos that opens that lane. Apart from that one breakdown, that was a textbook, and if we can see that more, I think you're right. I think we're going to see some results here.
Yeah, and as we call it a breakdown because it was but it was caused by the Peterborough offense.
Absolutely. And it was caused by the player that didn't have the ball, and I love
Exactly.
seeing that.
Exactly.
It really is tough because it's not always the goal scorer that should get the credit, because a lot of the time it's the player who never even touched the ball
Yep.
that causes all of it.
I was
And
teasing you a while ago online about going for the Cy Young because you had at one point last year you had like 9 goals and no assists. And I was like, you can pass the ball, And you said, I don't usually. I'm either shooting or I'm setting picks.
that's it. That's
Which
it.
is true. You almost had an assist today. I thought that was coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have loved one,
Yeah.
honestly.
You have any this year yet?
I do. Thank you
Okay.
for asking.
You're welcome.
Sam. I do pass the ball sometimes.
No, I know you passed the ball. I meant, do you have any assists?
I do.
Okay.
I actually take more pride, I think, in assists than I
Yeah.
do goals,
Yeah.
because it's just so exciting to empower your teammate,
Right.
to cause something. Even if I'm not on the game sheet and I know that I set a really good pick that moved the floor,
Yeah.
that enlightens me more than anything. It's a passion and a love for
Yeah.
the little fundamentals, the little tweaks.
Yeah. One of the interesting things, too, especially in the WMSL, is that a lot of the players, we alluded earlier, there weren't tons of chances for women to play box lacrosse until the last several years. So a lot of the women are fairly new to box. It might be a very unusual circumstance when they get a chance to shoot and a chance to score goals. It's exciting. I remember when I scored my first goal in minor lacrosse, and I hadn't scored the whole year. I get this goal bounce shot because I'd been told bouncers were good. So I bounced it, I scored, and the ref, he was so nice because he refed all our games, right? It was at a rink right down the back from my house. I'd get dressed at home, walk down. He saved the ball for me. I had that ball for like 20, 30 years. I remember it had the little orange mark on it from something.
That's it. I bet it's crusty, greasy by now.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty greasy now. And I've got a lot of lacrosse balls out. But it meant a lot to me that he gave me that ball. And I think you have the same thing. You grow up in Peterborough, you grow up in a lot of these places, Whitby and these places, you have a chance to play the game, to spend time going out and playing, and you have opportunities. But if you don't get the opportunities, you're just not going to, you're not going to have those memories and those ingrained memories. So for one thing, is they've got to clean something up here. So they've got some of the arena staff to come and help out with something over in the corner.
You know what I love about Peterborough? They
Everything.
bring out a crowd. I know you're from Peterborough, so I'm just pumping your tires, but Peterborough, when they host, they never disappoint.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have a camera angle of this, but
we can do it. Yeah, let's get a
stands
shot of
are
the stands.
full. And
Yeah.
it's not just parents, it's fans. Peterborough rides for
Yeah.
their city, and
We've got it
makes me
both
wanna be
ways.
from Peterborough.
Yeah, it's funny. I grew up here. I lived good chunk of my adult life out west in Victoria, in North Vancouver, in BC. But came back. It's been about 6 years in Buckhorn first, and then in Marmora for a while. We moved back last fall into my old childhood home. My mother's a bit older, needs some help, so Carrie and I moved in, and I was not sure about moving back to Peterborough. I'm loving it.
Really?
It's so nice being back here. We can walk our dog right out at the back door of the house, and there's a hill that I used to ride my bike on as a kid with my friends in the neighborhood. And we're right across from the zoo. It's just, I don't know, there's a lot of really nice stuff that goes on, and I don't actually know what's going on down on the floor. I don't know why we have this stoppage.
Yeah, a bit of a pause, but we're
Yeah,
having a good
yeah,
chat.
that's fine. We got lots to talk about.
I'm a Peterborough fan.
Yeah, but
I love the way
honestly,
they run their team. I love
Yeah.
the way they run their program. They have so many youth programs that are up and coming, and these girls are just going to feed into more youth, more women coming in, and they're already a powerhouse team. I'm excited to see what's to come in the next few.
Yeah, and the interesting thing you're talking about, the everything going on, the Timbits lacrosse was playing today. So I got here to the arena to set up for the streams this morning, and there were kids with lacrosse sticks everywhere, parents everywhere. You run into lots of people and all kinds of stuff going on, and it's just happening. So wonderful to see it. And it's one of the places, like I see this in Six Nations. There's some other places, but where you walk around and there are kids just walking around with lacrosse sticks.
It's, as somebody who has a passion for this sport, and I've played it for maybe the last 7-8 years, I have seen this sport grow, not just for women, but for kids. And it's not just a part-time summer sport for hockey players anymore.
Right.
You really do have these kids that are born, raised lacrosse players, and it's just something. It's a magical time, honestly. I'm enjoying every part of it. Even in Poland, it's no secret. I go back every few months. I spend some time there, and our children's programs are also growing.
Yes.
In schools, we have youth up and coming, and it's just so nice to see that the world is coming together to appreciate the sport that we already love.
You were sharing some of your appreciation for Peterborough. I'm going to share some of my Poland appreciation. I was in Wrocław last summer calling games for the European Men's Field Championships. Might be going back for more. I've talked to a great organizing committee. They're such wonderful people. I was at the Alice Rebeski in Prague calling games, and I came down from the little broadcast tower. I came down. There were two people standing there. I wasn't sure who they were. It turns out it was Kaiton and Carolina.
Oh wow! So you met the head of the head for
I didn't know that.
Poland lacrosse.
I didn't know that. It's Kaiton and Carolina, and they said hi and they introduced themselves. I said, "Would you have any interest in coming to Poland in a few months to call games?" I was like, "I would love to do that. Let's see what we can work out." And got to go. It was a wonderful experience. Wrocław, what a beautiful city.
Oh, it is not my home city, but man, I wish it was. And I have spent more time, I think, in Wrocław in the last 2 years of traveling for Team Poland than I have in my own home city, because it is just so
What's your
rich.
home city?
Katowice.
Okay, Katowice.
So a little bit south of that, about 2-3 hours south of that.
Okay.
And I think Wrocław, if I were to move there, would be my new home. It's so rich in culture, old buildings. Well, you've been there.
Yeah, it was honestly, and I mean, lacrosse tournaments are a very busy time. And I actually got sick in the early part. It was a very difficult week in some ways. I was sitting in the hotel room just helping pick highlights for the social media because I couldn't speak for a few days, which was debilitating, right? As an announcer. But I got a chance to walk around the neighborhood and that. And the thing that got me, you take a tram from the I forget the name. It was like it was a sport hotel or something downtown. The sport. It was I forget what it was.
Hotels.
Well, but it was a real sport. I don't know. There was a lot of people from the tournament there. You take this tram ride, and about halfway in this like 12 to 15-minute tram ride, you're in the woods. And it's like you're going through the forest to get to this beautiful facility, which was awesome. And they are hosting in a few weeks the women's D2 Worlds. Next year, the women's D1, the men's D2 Worlds.
That's it.
Some great stuff, and they're great organizers, just amazing people.
Yeah, the program is definitely growing. It's an honor that we get to host this year and next year. The roster was just announced for the women's field, and it's looking like a really strong roster.
Nice.
Run by head coach Jay Watts. So we're excited to see how they'll do. I'm gonna be watching everything I can.
Yeah, obviously. We are ready to go again. They brought out the floor cleaner, got things tidied up, and we're underway. And immediate pressure from Nicole Peroni. Wow, great balance though. Nice resiliency there.
They've had a nice break, so we are going to see some really fresh legs, and I think the speed is going to pick up because it's almost like a brand new game.
Yeah, that might actually be a bit of an advantage to Peterborough, who played earlier today. Whitby did not, so they probably didn't mind a bit of a break.
For sure. And I think even just clearing your headspace to come back, this is going to be, I'm hoping, an advantage for Peterborough to.
Abby Hildstraw, Jocelyn May. Peroni rips it and scores. Nicole Peroni, she is one of those many offensive threats, and she buries this one.
Let's take a look. You cannot underestimate her. She is small but mighty, finds that lane, finds the corner. Absolutely beautiful. Nice to see. I'm hoping that this is the comeback season for them. I'd like to see this game get real tight.
Yeah, let's make it close.
That's it.
I mean, we don't cheer for anybody as announcers, but we cheer for close games.
I like a close game. That's exactly it.
Hey, if we have to go over to overtime, we go to overtime. I don't even know if there is overtime in the regular season.
I don't think it is, no.
Shootout?
Nothing.
Oh, come on.
2 days ago, my team Badgers tied the Hamilton Bengals, and that was it, a tie.
Was that on 2 games ago, so not Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Oh, it was Wednesday, yeah. So Mississauga and Hamilton playing in Hamilton.
Nice opening and a pull-out. She's going to wait for some of her offense.
And Shanley Wallace, speaking of small but mighty, you can see she's not a big person, but she has absolutely no trouble with the hard checking.
She can take a hit. In fact, I think she embraces it.
Yeah. Also a scout, first women's scout for a pro team. And the second scorer in a couple of minutes for Peterborough here, Shanley Wallace from downtown.
Just as we were saying, I love to see a hitch fake. Let's take a look at that again. You could see she had her eye on the prize right from that corner. Quick hitch fake. Absolutely sold it. Her defender took a look to see where the ball went, came around, found that shot. Really nice to see.
Really good job.
All right, Stem, you got what we wished for.
There we go. One goal
Getting
game.
tighter.
And we got 20 minutes to play. And maybe that break did give Peterborough a chance, like you said,
Absolutely.
physically and mentally.
That's it. Not just fresh legs, but fresh mind.
Shaughnessy carrying deep. Really nice defensive work there.
That's it. Whitby's going to feel the pressure now because it went from being 3-0 to a really close game in what?
Well, that's in the
span of
crease.
2 minutes.
Well, that was back in. They missed it. It was right in front of the officials, like right down by his feet. So they didn't see it, but that
I
should
heard
have been a
some
turnover.
from the coaches. They noticed it.
Oh, yeah. They do tend to notice things that the other team does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? and then when your own team's like, I didn't see that.
That wasn't that bad, yeah.
I don't think so. I think she was wide. Here's Chloe Luther. Luther tries to cut through the middle. Nice open lane. Gets the shot. The stop by Knott. Good defensive closing there by Peterborough. There was a chance right on top of the crease, but Whitby couldn't quite get it in time to get a shot off. They do have a fresh 20 seconds left on it. Little drop-off pass. Tracked down by Whiteman. That's going to be an illegal push call. Yeah.
Possession.
That's a bit of a tough break defensively because the ball popped out of her stick, and then you can't check her like that. If she still got the ball, that's fine.
That's it. Just
I don't think
bad
it was on the
timing.
back. Luther takes another shot. That one's up high. Did touch the ceiling. And it's going to be Lakers possession. Katie DeSnooze saying it didn't touch anything. Oh. And then she was breaking out. If Katie DeSnooze starts to come at you,
Sorry?
if Katie DeSnooze starts to come at you like she's going to hit you, you notice.
I want nothing to do with that.
No. She's one of those players that's sweet as anything off the floor, but she'll run through you on the floor, no question. Big hit there. What a shot coming from Raven to Bobbendung.
They're running out of time. They're looking to get a shot.
They get one on, but it's stopped easily by Duyette. And here comes Rachel Lapine. She'll throw it ahead. Now, Raven was playing in Kingston, right? Raven to Bobbendung?
She was. So,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Kingston did take a 1-year hiatus due to lack of players. And they had the players that wanted had no problem getting dispersed to some good teams. Raven being one of those.
Driving through the middle, trying to find a lane there, but it just wasn't available. And here comes Peterborough the other way. Shanley Wallace is open. She'll get it ready to shoot before she had the ball controlled. And now it's going to be scooped up on the run by Brittany Colangelo, who really is going out the back door quite a bit today. You can see why the way she covers the floor. On her offside, she'll pass it. Great idea. Good pass. Just a little low, but it was caught. And getting the shot off there was Emma Torkoff. Knott has to get rid of that ball, and she's going to throw it away. Turns it over to Maggie Cuddy.
Great pressure by Whitby on the goalie.
Yeah, you talked about Peterborough pressuring for the 10-second count. This time it's Whitby, and they get the ball back.
Mm-hmm.
They've been kind of, I think, sprung back to life by Peterborough's comeback.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think they took a little bit of a back seat there for a second, and Peterborough jumped right in and took advantage. And
Great shovel pass by Colangelo. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
okay. I thought you were done, and then I heard, wait, I can still hear. Here's Taya Keast. Decides to keep running. And I was teasing earlier about her not being able to handle the ball. She can clearly handle it. It bounced away from her the one time. Here's Claire Johnston. Abby Hiltz.
Patience.
Chelsea Campbell. That's a good lane. Scores! Chelsea Campbell. Another one. And we are all tied up as we near the end of the second period.
Let's take a look. Good patience. There is more movement I'm seeing on the floor, so the coach must have had a conversation about that and a little breakdown, little opening. She took that. She didn't have a lot of time to get that shot off, but she definitely did.
No, Chelsea Campbell can shoot. She doesn't need a ton of time. She's it's interesting because we were talking about, hey, get the off-ball picks going, get more contact.
Mm-hmm.
Peterborough actually there was kind of opening it up more. Here's Shanley Wallace. It's going to be a shot from Peroni. She wanted to back in, but I think Cuddy was already in the crease when she picked it up. Nice hustle to get it ahead.
I don't know if you can feel it, but Peterborough has a pep in their step. They have some kind of new energy they came out with, and it's exciting to see. And we're tied at 3-3 right now with 30 seconds to go in the second period.
It's like getting a halftime because it was right in the middle of the second period.
That's
It
it.
really was a little rest. That one's off the post, off the crossbar. Wasn't sure where it had gone. It's hard when it gets behind you like that. You're coming out. Oh, big
Great
check
hit.
from Peroni. Timeout taken by Ryan Schutzkowski. He is pointing up saying there should be more time on the clock. I know in the previous game somebody took a timeout. There was 5 seconds showing. They put 9 up. I think they're going to put 11 on the board here, but that's a great timeout call.
Definitely saw the ref just motion 11. There it is. It's up on the board.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what Peterborough's going to come up with here. Sorry,
Whitby.
what Whitby's going to come up with here.
Peterborough's going to come up with trying to keep them from getting a shot.
That's it. Yeah.
We'll try and get it off. Oh, what a game. This is, everyone's looked at this day of games and thought this is the game we're all looking for.
Absolutely. This is a toss-up because Whitby has been a reigning champion other than last year for quite a while. They've been a contender, a very strong team. Peterborough being one of the newer teams in the major series, but such an up-and-comer. Great results last year, coming in second place. So this really could have been a toss-up, and looking at the score 3-3, it still is.
This is their third season, right, for Peterborough?
That's it, third season.
Yeah, because last year was the second. They got second place.
That's it. Which is a great accomplishment, being
a
second-year team and placing second, going to the finals on home floor.
Yeah. They did a great job hosting the tournament.
They did.
Oh, it was so good.
Even today, hosting the game day, they fed us. We got wraps, we got fruits. I love Peterborough.
Bobby Keese was just yelling at one of his players to go and cover directly, immediately out. Now they want to shoot out. There's 4 seconds. Chance down low. Good chance for Whitby, but the save by Nutt. And we will go to the third period tied 3-3. And Whitby, good chance, but ultimately the goalie makes a big stop.
Such a great effort on that last play. I am so curious if that's what they drew up, because it looked like it got drawn up and it looked like it got executed, unfortunately. Stopped at the doorstep, but such an effort.
And I usually chastise. Yeah, let's sit for a bit. I usually chastise announcers for saying fortunately or unfortunately, because I'm like, we're not cheering for one team, so it's
fair.
not fortunate for them. But you're saying for either team. You're just saying
Absolutely.
You just want somebody to make a good play.
I'm always cheering for both.
So, and we've got I think this is a testament to what's happening in women's lacrosse. We've got 31 people watching right now on the stream. Nobody knew we were streaming this. I just talked to the organizers a little while ago and said, hey, I want to give Phoenix a chance to jump in and do some games and prepare for doing some broadcasting. I think you've got a great future doing more in this sport. I know you still got a lot of playing in you.
So much.
Right?
My back, I don't know, but my mental is still in it.
Your heart is all lacrosse still.
All lacrosse.
Right? But, and I know there's a new rule this year with the OLA. All OLA teams have to record and make available all of their games for video. So I said, well, I'm going to be there. I can just set up the camera for the first 2. And they told me, oh, yeah, we've got some players not playing who can come up and do the camera, which they didn't, which I kind of didn't think they would, because honestly,
fair enough.
They've got a lot going on. I told Victoria and Chelsea, you guys just go play.
That's it, yeah.
I'll worry about this.
Enjoy your day.
Because they do enough already.
Yeah,
they should just get to go and play. Yeah. But I set it as unlisted originally this morning because I generally don't put on games on the channel that don't have commentary. And the first 2 games we were just recording. I was just doing the film. And then I thought, you know what? Whatever. Let's just go live. I had 2 people watching. One was me. The stream up, and I think the other might have been my wife.
Yeah.
And within about 5 minutes of putting the stream up public, I had 8 people watching.
That's amazing. Which
I know that's 6 people, but how did they even find out? I didn't even know it was going to be available to watch.
That's it.
Until midway through the first game.
It was a bit of a last-second thing. I know it blew up on social media. I know all the teams were putting it up.
Oh, okay.
It was a little bit last second, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
But I know I always pump your tires, Stamp, but I really appreciate everything that you're doing, not only for lacrosse, but for women's lacrosse.
It's a pleasure. You deserve it.
We really, really, really appreciate it. It's so nice. It's really showcasing the talent that women have, the hard work that they put in, and I'm excited to see where the sport goes. Not only for women, but in general.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this third period goes.
That's it. Up we go, because it's about to get intense.
I was saying to somebody, I'm streaming, I'm producing, broadcasting, and some announcing for 17 men's MSL games this month.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's a lot. But so this is my day off. And I thought, hey, let's go down to the Healthy Planet.
That's it.
And see some great lacrosse. And And here it is. I thought Mississauga had a pretty good game today, by the way. Your Mississauga Badgers did some
I
really good stuff.
am very impressed.
Yeah.
Ended on a loss, but it was such a good close game
Yeah.
considering Mimico is the reigning champion right
Yeah.
now.
I thought you guys did great. Here is Peroni shopping for something. She'll find Megan Hiltz on the far side. Oh, nice pass into LeMay. I thought they were going to come to Wallace. LeMay couldn't quite get through the D, though, and taking off is Maggie Cuddy. Great wheels. Nice stop, Lydia Knott. She may have just missed the net, but not stepped out, took down the angle. Boy, Maddie
Correct me
Cuddy
if
can
I'm wrong,
fly.
that was not her first fast break. I think
she's
her second or third.
I think so, yeah. She takes off. Whippy, you talked about them running.
Hungry, feisty, exciting.
Yeah. I was just thinking I'm becoming a big Maddie Cuddy fan. I mean, I've been a fan, but boy, she is having a great game today.
Very.
Johnston into the corner. Nice pass out. Peroni tried behind the back, but was getting knocked as she went. They've got 5 on the shot clock. She'll pass it out. Abby Hiltz wants to get one on net. Doesn't get there in the 30, runs out. Whippy taking off. Nice pressure coming up and really putting on some defense there was Victoria Clark. Whitby, though, handles it, and they set up in the offensive zone near side to Reese Whiteman. Pass comes out of the corner. Round the top. Now Peterborough's playing the kind of defense Whitby was in the first couple periods. Oh, big hit
Great
there
double.
from Shaughnessy. And Grace Shaughnessy, who is an imposing figure out on the floor and really likes to play a nice solid defense.
Yeah, that was a great slide, great help. They doubled. They ran out the shot clock, and as we said earlier, what more can you ask for as a coach?
That's basically the equivalent of a goal for the defense, right?
That's it.
When you eat up their
Big
30,
Mm-hmm.
they just can't get a shot on. Handed off quickly by LeMay. Come across the top. Sidearm shot. Lexi Kinmon. Low to high. What a rocket from Lexi Kinmon.
I think that might be the nicest picked corner I've seen in a while. Let's take a look. Great awareness on the pass. She was contested, but still got that shot off. I think she picked the top left corner, if I'm not wrong.
Let's take one more look at it. We're going to miss the face-off, but this is nice to see because I love the passing. You can see how well they're executing this play. Oh, wow. I mean, you can't even see it the way it sneaks in there, but that is just a great shot. And Lexi Kinmon, who's been kind of quiet today, but that was a very loud goal.
That's it, yeah. From here, we saw it perfectly. What a, picked corner. It's fantastic.
Great catch by Katie DeSnew going up with one hand. Then the pass down low to Colangelo. The cutter coming through. That's a nice defensive pickup there by Peroni to limit that chance. So Colangelo's going to go to the far side. Let the righties have a go. Well, that one's wide. It's going to be grabbed by Shaughnessy. She's got one with her. Can she get it over? She does. Nice pass ahead. Oh, she didn't see that coming. Still gets a shot off, though. That's in.
Wow.
What an effort. I don't think that Rachel, that was that Isabel Laverne or Rachel King? They're both on the score sheet. I want to give credit to whoever it was. You want to go ahead with the replay?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. She didn't see the defender coming, and it almost stopped her momentum. But with that grit, tenacity, she kept going. Took a shot right at the legs in between of the goalie, and it looked like the stick wasn't covering that.
Yeah.
And she got a nice goal.
She was clearly thinking shovel pass.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things you love to see in a teammate, she thought shovel pass, thought, no, I'm going to spin and take a shot. And the most excited person was the teammate who didn't get the pass.
That's it,
when she put that shot in.
Yeah.
That's good teammateness.
Real talent athlete is able to adapt in a split second, make a decision, and then decide that's no longer valid and adjust.
Yeah. Quicker than you just explained it too, right? Like it's the kind of thing you can't think through it. That's instincts coming through.
That is instincts. It's nothing you can process consciously.
Abby Hiltz, a nice rip. She's going to go get her own rebound. It won't be an over and back. Oh, she grabs it.
I thought that was an over and back.
I was just about to say you shouldn't have picked up the ball up before you went over center. I thought she was going to wait as a legacy.
I didn't hear any upset
player.
coaches, so I guess they just accepted their fate.
I guess so. pretty much you could video that one and put it in as the definition for the
That's it.
officiating rulebook.
In the reffing course.
Yeah. Whitby once again moving forward quickly. Mia Mechtel comes wide open, scores! Individual effort with a little help from a pick. Nice work for Whitby to get one back and close it within a goal.
Let's take a look. Good in transition very quickly. Looks like they had even numbers, but again, that screen, open lane, open hands. She has all the time in the world to pick where she's putting that ball.
And that's lacrosse IQ. You can see, right? Where you can see where Mia Mechtel goes, and then you can see that Olivia Smith knows what to do.
That's it.
You know, that knows to go and set that pick, and then Mechtel's just coming around over the top.
That's it. She wasn't looking for a pass. She knew what her job was, and it was to support her player.
Yeah.
And they worked together beautifully. I'm sure in silence, which is even more impressive, probably.
Yes. To water break for the goalies and the announcers.
Yes. I'm curious what's going on the Whitby bench now. I'd love to have an ear on there and know what they're thinking. They went from a 3-0 to scoring no goals while Peterborough scored 5 goals in a row. So
that's a huge momentum shifter, right?
Very
the Mechtel goal.
I'm imagining they're now encouraging moving forward with that momentum and keeping that speed, keeping that pace, and that grittiness.
Interestingly, Desnu and Colangelo have been fairly quiet for Whitby in this game.
It's true.
But both of them are players who you think at some point they're just inevitable.
For sure.
Peterborough will be keeping a close eye on them, though, because they know. They've scouted. They're prepared.
100%. I'm sure that name was dropped in the change room on the Peterborough bench as somebody to watch out for.
Megan Hill, sidearm pass, gets knocked down, picked off. Can't control it, but now Maggie Cuddy gets it. It's going the wrong way, but nice turn to get that pass out. Really heads-up play. And on the run is Emma Torkoff. That's going to be an over and back, though.
All right.
Oh, that is. Bobby Keese, the defensive coach, was yelling, "That's too many." And it's like, I looked at it, there were 5 Whitby players on the floor, and one still probably 20 steps from the bench. It was definitely too many players. Has an excellent point.
That's it. I'm sure the refs are overwhelmed. There's new rules.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a hard job
right now. Yeah, I can't imagine. Nice underhand.
There's so many times as a ref, I think you think, oh, they may be right, but I didn't see it.
That's it.
I didn't see it. I can't call it.
I just got to take their word for it.
Yeah. Now we do have a penalty coming. That's going to be an illegal cross-check to Whitby's Rachel Lapine.
I think this is the first penalty of the game. Is that correct?
I'm going to look. You can go to womensmajorseries.ca and check it out. We'll take a look and see. I'll switch over. I've got it on lineups. We'll go to box score.
I'm excited to see what Peterborough has planned. I'm also going to be scouting for when we play against them.
You're right.
Yep.
It was first penalty of the game.
It'd be nice to see what they've got in store.
There we go.
Starting off, just wasting a little bit of the clock, passing the ball around.
Yeah, again, go to womensmajorseries.ca. The game is being scored live, so you can see who scored. You can see all the info you need.
Wow.
There's a nice chance, but turned aside, and they'll get it back. As Jocelyn LeMay raced in there. Gets it back from Claire Johnston. Wallace to Johnston. She's got a lane. Nice foot save. But yet, and taking off again is Maggie Cuddy.
There you go.
Good change to get Taya Keast off the bench, and that just takes away. That was great hustle as Jocelyn LeMay, I think, racing to the bench to get that change.
That's it. They did slow her down this time. She did take the decision to just peel away and use the shot clock.
Here's a chance, but nice defense there from Bartlett again. What an effort. Get a shot off and going after the loose ball is Reese Whiteman. She's still battling for it.
I'm not sure what the plan here is. Whitby only has 2 players on the floor right now. Looks like a communication bench breakdown, but we're good. We're back, all 4.
Yeah, and Peterborough will basically just throw that ball straight to Avery Morgan Huff. And Huff made things a little interesting with the slow underhand pass to Katie Desnu. But Desnoo is just so strong and knows how to protect that stick and ball. Now she's going to the net. Scores! Katie Desnoo, shorthanded.
She will be happy to bury that one. What an effort on a penalty kill. Exciting. She can handle pressure so well. Let's take a look at this. Not only is she strong, but she's also tall. So that pressure is like a mosquito for her. She handles it so well. And as usual, picks a corner.
I love how quickly she shifted. She was just killing time, right? And then she comes out, and even when she started heading towards the net, you can see she's not thinking go to the net. She's thinking, what's the situation? And then there was a flip of a switch, and she accelerated towards the net because she saw the opening.
It goes back to that athletic adaptability, not something that can be trained.
Yeah.
She can, on a dime, switch her decision based on what she's seeing in front of her.
Great lacrosse IQ, great lacrosse family.
That's it.
Her brother, Mitch, actually played for the Canadian men's team at the World while Katie was playing for the women's team. And Rachel Lepine, number 6 for Whitby, is their cousin. They used to hang out together all the time as kids, and they got to go to the Worlds together. Yeah, got to talk to all the parents during tryouts for the Canadian team a couple years ago. That pass didn't quite connect. I'm not sure the recipient was prepared for it. They're down to 4 on the shot clock. Great defense by Peroni. And she's just going to muck and let the clock expire. 5-5 with less than 5 to go. In the last 3 minutes will be stop time as we're obviously well within a 5-goal margin here. I'm Steven Stamp with Phoenix Rams, or Rames, as they called you today when you scored your goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wanted to run down, but like, it's Rams.
Well, I appreciate that.
I didn't do it.
I didn't think it was a hard last name to pronounce.
I know. There's a chance up top. Nice shot by Hiltz, but another save by Duyat. Go ahead. Then Abby Hiltz digging for the loose ball. It's going to be Johnston coming up with it. Johnston changes direction. Big check, but Johnston absorbs it. They've still got lots of time after the reset. I don't see the official counting, so I guess there was an actual reset. I didn't see the shot get through to the goalie. Oh, yeah, I did make the stop. Nice chance. Baxter stopped. Great save. And then the ball is just rolled back in. And Chelsea Campbell saying back in.
Baxter's so good at just finding herself like a ninja in front of the net. Nobody's on her. She comes out of nowhere and is able to grab those quick sticks.
She's always going at full speed.
That's it.
But has such great reaction time that she can adapt
handling,
as she goes.
That's it.
Yeah. Nice chance, but it's stopped by Lydia Knott. Both goalies being tested as we go on in this game. Peroni looking up the floor. There's no transition chance. She'll just slow things down. And number 2 that just went off, it's Rachel King. She's got the goal on the scoreboard. I wanted to give her credit because that was such a great play earlier. Here's Megan Hiltz. Pass across to Wallace. Good movement. Peterborough loves this east-west movement to really spread things out, but that one's picked off. Torkoff will lob it ahead. That's going to be picked off, though. Oh, it just missing. It was Wallace. And all of a sudden, we've got a break here. Oh, great spin to create a chance. Nice job from Colangelo. Not who you want to see popping in on you if you're a goalie.
No. And the tides shifted 3 times in the span of 15 seconds there. That was a fun play.
Just about 2.5 to go. 5-5 the score. Is somebody going to get one? Or are we winding up?
I hope so. For the excitement. I'd love to see the celebration either way.
Nobody likes ties. Claire Johnson, nice hitch fake. Gets the shot, but Juliette was ready. And I think we're taking a goalie's water drink. Goalies and announcers get to have some water.
That's it.
You didn't get more water.
I drank my whole water. I
some
forgot how much we chat.
Sure? Okay.
For the next one, I'll have a refill. 2 minutes on the clock. Coaches are going to be putting out their best.
Yeah.
Putting out some plays, so it should be a really, really interesting last 2 minutes.
Yeah, Bob Keast on the Peterborough bench is drawing it up. And, I mean, he coaches for the men's team as well. And he's what a family they have. His one daughter, a terrific track athlete. You see them posting about that all the time. And the other, I can't remember if it's Taya. That's the singer who used to sing, I swear he used to sing the anthem at games at the Memorial Center once in a while. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sean Williams' daughter, Delana, also used to sing in Whitby. It was so cute because he was playing still, and she'd sing and come over and give her a kiss on the cheek. And
Oh,
it was really cute.
multi-talented athletes out there. Not only that, but a lot of these women are also mothers on the
Yes.
side. So
Yes.
they're juggling quite the lives
Yeah.
and still coming out, being here, being athletes.
I like how you
Really-
said mothers on the side, like Laxie's first and being a mom is second. I think once you have a child, you might
Maybe I'll change my
you might
mind.
change the order.
It's still very inspirational.
Yes,
I can't
it is.
imagine.
Great save by Lydia Knott. You see things like Amber Hill coaching with Ireland, and literally she just posted a picture of her with her baby on her back while she's out on the floor running warm up. It's pretty
So
cute.
cool. So cool. What a community.
Here's Rachel King getting an offensive shift. Almost threw it away, but Peroni saves her. They've still got 15 on the shot clock as Wallace throws it down. Coming around the top is Taya Keast. Oh, nice chance, but it didn't quite get to the stick of Rachel King. Big check by Desnu, a little bit too big. And she will reluctantly put the ball down for Keast to pick up.
I think she was banking on the other player having it in their stick and
Yeah,
it just went
yeah.
full tilt.
Yeah, we saw one of those earlier, right, where the
That's
ball
it.
just kind of popped out and
Bad timing.
would have been fine. Kinmond sloughs off the checking and returns fire as she passes it off to Wallace. Now Peroni pops away from Johnston, but she hustles after it. Big pressure. Nice job to evade it. They're down to 7 seconds to shoot. The pick from Kinmond. The roll is there. What great defensive effort, though.
Yeah, Whitby was giving all heat on that defense.
That was
There's only a
Abby
minute
White
left to
that
play.
has the ball now that took that play away.
That's it. Possessions are limited now with only a minute left in the play. Both teams are hungry.
Each team has one timeout left that they can use. Peroni spins off a check there, and Peterborough, they don't look like they're going for a 2-for-1. Sometimes you'll just take that shot with about 40, 45 seconds left, so you can have the last possession. In this case, they're just going to go ahead, try and generate a good scoring chance. Here's Maddie Baxter, hands it off. Wallace coming over the top. Shot is wide, it's snagged there, and timeout taken by Whitby. With
That was a good
24.2
timeout.
seconds to go, a 5-5 tie. And
Yeah.
so Phoenix, if you're Whitby, first of all, are you pulling your goalie in a tie game?
You know what? We had the same dilemma on my bench
Yeah.
against Bengals, and obviously a different scenario. We haven't won a game yet this season
This season?
Just
this season?
So we were.
Sorry.
You're so funny. So we were looking to get some points, so we decided against pulling the goalie. It was an actual discussion on the bench here,
Yeah.
but both of these teams are high up in the standings, and I don't know. I'm interested to see. What do you think?
I mean,
It's a risk.
so the decision, you pull the goalie, you're waiting until the last second to shoot. You're not going till 8, you're not shooting till about 3, right? If you keep the goalie in, you can shoot and go for a rebound. They've been very good at getting the rebounds.
Right.
Now, if you shoot early and you give up the ball, because Peterborough has a timeout, maybe you keep your goalie in,
Yeah.
and then you have some chances. Or if you pull him, you're definitely waiting. Because if Peterborough didn't have a timeout, I think you go ahead, pull
Right.
the goalie, push, have a go at it, right?
Right. Yeah. It depends how they want to play this.
Yeah.
We're just waiting
And
now
there,
for the final.
Duyette is coming back.
Goalie's going back in. It was a
She
great
waited
time.
for the last second.
Yeah, great time to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Whitby got that possession, but was going to have full tilt pressure by Peterborough, so it was a good timeout.
So now, of course, Peterborough is matched up player on every Whitby player on the floor. And about a step between anyone is the maximum.
That's it. But Katie
Desnu with
Desnu
the
set
big
that
pick. Really good job to make it a legal pick. And here comes Reese Whiteman into the offensive zone. Hands it off there to Torkoff. Torkoff will drop one.
10 seconds to go.
They shoot and score from the outside. What a rip. That was Chloe
Wow.
Luther.
They are going to be excited about that. Now they just got to hold for 8 seconds. Peterborough's got to make some moves here. Let's take a look. Great full team effort. Getting pressed all across the court is tough to shake, and they were able to get a nice lane. All right.
Interesting thing was seeing Katie Desnu right along the boards up at this far top of the screen. And you would think they're going to run something for her or Britt Colangelo, but they said, Chloe Luther, have your go. And having Katie Desnu up here is drawing defense away because she's obviously, you have to pay attention to her. I remember
Absolutely.
seeing, who was it? Was it Curtis Ward? what was his first name? Ward. Played for Western in collegiate, in field lacrosse, in Kufla. And he spent an entire championship game just heading off to the wings to draw people away because he was the top scorer in the league.
That's it.
And they won, and he was a huge contributor, getting loose balls, and ground balls and things. But
It is.
here, Katie Desnew taking one for the team, and it works out. Peterborough will take timeout. Of course, they're going to get timeout if they got the ball. Shawnlee Wallace wins the faceoff. They've got 5.2. We'll see if there's any time put back on. I don't think there will. Chad Campbell wants some more.
That's it. That was a great draw win for Wallace. Big game changer here because they have that time, they have that reset, and now they can really try make something happen, some kind of magic in 5 seconds.
Yeah, they're actually going to go to 6 seconds. They're going to add 1 second to the clock, which does make a difference. Clearly, Lydia Knott's going to the bench, and we'll have 6 Lakers on the floor. Possession, it's important that they will start near center with the possession because then you don't have too far to go. Because honestly, if you're starting back around your goal line, 6 seconds is pretty
tough. Way to go. Yeah.
Pretty tough to get it up there in time.
Not only that, but pulling your goalie feels a lot safer.
Yeah.
Who
cares?
Deep in the, I have 6 seconds.
There's 6 seconds left. You lose
Still
7-5 or 6-5. Big difference.
It, yeah.
Come on.
That's it.
You got to go for the glory here, Phoenix.
Oh, you won't see me at a casino. I do not like risk.
I'm not a big risk taker either, but I don't really see this as a risk.
Oh, you're right. They've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Everything to gain.
They're enjoying Phoenix? Oh, nice. Nice. One of our fans here was just saying that his niece in Wisconsin is watching the game, enjoying your commentary,
Phoenix. Want to say hi to the niece in Wisconsin?
Hey, TR. Hey, Otter. Love you guys. Miss you.
There you go.
All right, nice work. I had not thought of getting that interactive. That was good. There you go.
I was hoping you would allow that.
What's that?
I was hoping I wouldn't get in trouble for that later.
I mean, that was fun.
We're focusing up here. Looks like we're about to start the play.
Shawnlee Wallace will start with it at center, just on the offensive side of center. The open player is Claire Johnson out in the corner. She's going to pop out. They get it to her. It just misses. They had the look that they wanted coming, but they couldn't quite connect. And the seconds will tick away. Whitby will hold on for a 6-5 victory in definitely one of the games of the year so far in WMSL this summer.
That was an exciting one. I appreciate you having me on because this was probably, like you said, one of the games of the season. Just a bit of a nail biter, especially into the second and third.
And there is one more game coming today, scheduled to start at 3:05. It's 3:10 right now because we did have that stoppage to deal with the floor and things. So, we're going to have a draw for some jerseys. I entered that. It's supporting. So that, unfortunately, a very sad event recently in the Peterborough lacrosse community and the lacrosse community as a whole. Eric Hayner, the son of Mike Hayner, who is one of the owners of the Coburg Kodiaks, a great guy, does so much for the game, has been a manager with Peterborough teams. Now he's owning Coburg. His son Eric died last Saturday on the way home from the Fenland Falls tournament with the Corther Fury. Terrible loss to the lacrosse community. We were all just devastated and sending our best out to the family. They were doing raffling off some jerseys to help support the Hayner family. And Dion Jamidi, the sponsor of the Lakers women's team, wins one. But
such a tragedy, and our heart goes out to the family, to the friends, and honestly, the whole lacrosse community is mourning at this time. As much of a growing sport as it is a very tight-knit community, and when one hurts, we all hurt.
We have one more game, and it is going to be Hamilton and Mimico, the defending champions, against a tenacious Bengals side. And we're not sure when that's going to start because we're already past the start time. They'll give them it looks like they're putting up.
Bengals
they are giving them 15 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, or are they just getting ready to go? I thought they were putting up time for a warm up. They may just be saying, "Let's go."
Absolutely ripping through it.
You're going to jump on for play-by-play for this one.
Oh boy.
You're going to be great. You've done it before. You did it with Ty John and
I did, yeah.
Traditions Cup.
I won't lie, it's a lot harder, but I'm excited for it.
You're going to be awesome. You're multi-talented. You're talking about multi-talented people. We've got many of them. We have to my left, we have my beautiful and talented wife, Carrie Jane McMaster Stamp, doing the camera. She also, as I mentioned, is a singer, has sung anthems, but you can do many things very well.
Well, Stamp, you don't know this about me, but I can also juggle. So
really?
Give me a couple of lacrosse balls one time, I'll show you.
What if I give you a few machetes?
No dice.
No dice?
Will not happen.
Just lacrosse balls. How many?
I can only do 3.
Okay.
But I could do some cool tricks for you. Maybe another time.
Oh,
Maybe
absolutely.
the next time we have an interview that's a camera recorded
Sure,
one, maybe
absolutely.
I can show you.
I pretty much always have at least one lacrosse ball in one of my bags that I
Good.
carry around. I'll have to have 3.
Yeah, that's a true
Right.
lacrosser, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't have one lacrosse ball in your bag
Right.
every time you're around, you're not a real lacrosse player, I don't think.
You know, the other thing I've noticed that is really shows you hang around the game is when you pick up a ball in the stands.
Mhm.
If you're not a lacrosse person, you're like, "Oh, this is awesome! I've got a lacrosse ball." If you're a lacrosse person, you're like, "Okay, where can I throw this back?
Yeah,
I don't need this ball. They need this ball. The
That's it.
teams need their balls."
That's it. And with inflation these days, those things are getting expensive.
Holy cow, they really are. I don't know what I did to this page. Oh, there we go. But we're going to be back in 2 minutes, so let's take a quick break.
I like it.
And
I'm
we'll
gonna run
do
and get
things,
water.
and you'll be in charge. And if we don't get started right away, it's okay. Go get some water. I'm Steven Stamp with Phoenix Rams. We'll be back shortly.
Thanks for hanging out.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to women's MSL action here on Stamp Lax YouTube. I am Steven Stamp, soon to be joined by Phoenix Rams, who played the second game of the day, got ready, she's got many admirers, stopped often for chats on the way up here, but got ready, and she did color for the last game. She's going to jump in for play-by-play, but right now we have a goal from Mimico to open things up. And just about 25 seconds in, we have the defending provincial champions taking a 1-0 lead. Little early on the face-off by Bridget Hamlin, and the ball will be turned over to the Mountaineers. We've got some cheering for Hamilton in the chat, and they're going to try and contain Erin Bakes. Pretty good job by Hamlin getting out in defense on her. There's a save. Our starting goaltender. We'll just get a look here. You can go to womensmajorseries.ca and see all the live scoring. And we're just trying to pull up this game right now. Where'd it go?
Stamp, I went to go get water for 1 minute, and we already have a goal on the play. What did I miss?
Yeah, it was Mimico getting it pretty quickly off the hop. And just a solid finish. And then they're pressuring again right away. It's all yours, Phoenix. You go.
All right, Hamilton moving the ball up the floor. It looks like Mimico has a plan to absolutely pressure and take advantage of that 10-second shot crossover rule, and it works. Mimico gets the ball back, gets a reset, passing it up, open lane, missed opportunity, but picked right back up. Got a nice shot off. That's gonna be a push, off ball push. So. Possession's going to go back to Mimico. They're going to have a full 30.
It's Tyler McDonald, or Ty McDonald, with the opening goal. Not surprising there. Although her first of the year.
Is it really?
That's what it lists as one, so intriguing.
I thought she scored in our game, but I could be wrong. Mimico patient. Looks like they pulled a goalie because there's a penalty on the play. 6 players. Not much from it. Looks like the Bengals are looking at a penalty kill right now. I didn't really see where the penalty came from.
We'll get the announcement here, as we're going to look at the referee make the call right down below us.
2 minutes, cross-checking. All right, well, Mimico last year's play was give the ball to Bakes and Bakes shoots. I'm interested to see if anything's changed.
They'll enact that right here. She throws it back. She is.
Wow.
That went up into the back of the jersey, didn't it?
Do not know what happened. That looked, sorry, that looked interesting. I'm curious where that ball went, but the play was a little bit different here on the power play. Looks like Rain Blasuti set a screen that allowed the player to come around and take that shot. Looks like they're going to get a bit of a reset with 20 seconds left on their shot clock.
Still a minute 20 on the penalty, so they've got lots of time.
Ball down to the corner. Not much movement here. We've got Rain Blasuti doing the same. Oh, that's not Rain. Big shot by Biggs. Bit wide on the net. She'll be looking to narrow that down.
Erin Bakes was the second leading scorer at the World Lacrosse Box Championships 2 years ago in Utica. Only Erica Evans had more. And, of course, they played together last year in Mimico.
They did.
Your team would have been well aware of how dangerous they can be.
Absolutely. 2 of the best goal scorers on one team. Oh, boy. So Bengals looked to get the ball up. Lost it in transition, but got the possession back.
Nice pressure there from Dacia Cordingley, another Team Canada player from the Worlds. And she will make the pass across.
Ty McDonald.
Great chance. Oh, sorry. I'm taking over again.
You're good. Ty McDonald with that infamous fake that she does, and it works every single time. She loses her player and has a 1-on-0. Let's take a look.
Yeah, here she is cutting down, and you can see how hard she throws the fake and then managing to stay out of the crease. And sorry, folks, we decided to switch, and I was going to play for the first game and Phoenix for the second. And then with that delay in the middle, there was about a 3-minute warm-up. You went to get some water, which I completely support.
Much needed.
Yes. And you've worked hard today and on the floor and off the floor. But things are going pretty quick. And
Mimico
anyway, this is all you now.
Mimico 2-on-1. Great pass to Ty McDonald. And yet another goal within 1 minute of each other. Ty McDonald bagging a second goal for Mimico.
And this is just a great play between the two of them. You'll see the give and go. Actually, it's not even a give and go. I was thinking McDonald started, but McDonald's just over there. What great vision there from Ella Royer.
Yeah, she was just tickling the crease with her toes there. That was a tough one.
Bridget Hamlin up to take the draw for Hamilton. She is up against, I believe that's,
Rain Blasuti.
is it Rain Blasuti?
That's
Okay.
it.
The 7.
Probably two of the better draw takers in the league, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Looks like
you
Rain's
see the
going to take
battle.
it. Great pass right back to her player. Erin Bakes with the ball. 3-on-2. She's going to peel away. And looks like Mimico's going to look to settle the ball a little bit. But right back in it. Great movement. Bakes takes the infamous shot. Great celebration. She bows to that player who gave her the pass. It's nice that she appreciates that assist.
Yeah, that was a nice the celebration, and you can see the good ball movement. And Bakes just kind of waiting for this pick to come. There's some good patience, and then she'll let this one fly. She loves the sidearm.
She got a little overlooked there. She had all the time in the world to take a look, and you can't give a player like Bakes even a little bit of time.
So
to take a look.
dangerous.
So dangerous.
It's interesting she has that move. I remember as the first game today was starting, I was thinking, what is that move she does all the time? It's she gets the ball and starts to backpedal towards the corner, and she's just so good at passing off her as she's backing up. But she also can step into a shot from that, which it doesn't look like she's in a position to shoot when she's doing it, but
Yes.
she is.
It's elusive, and she has such a good almost control over her body, because that is a weird angle to come off of and take a shot or even make a pass. Very athletic.
I remember when I first saw her first start doing it, I thought, that's not a great idea, because you can't really, you're just a passer now. And then she shot a couple times. I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah, your balance is off, your momentum is off, and
but
it doesn't bother her.
So 4-0 for Mimico, and
has taken a lot of the possessions here off of the draw, and that's deadly. That's 30 seconds every single time that they get a possession.
They really come at you in waves, eh?
That's it. Good movement. Ty McDonald with the ball. They're having great passing. They are looking for the right opportunity. They're not desperate for just any kind of shot. They're looking for the right shot. It's nice to see.
McDonald with a good start today. She's it's pretty handy for her because she is a Trent student, so I believe she's in student housing. So nice short trip to get down to the rink today.
That's it. Right back into it. Nice 2-man on one side, 3-man on the other side game for Mimico. Bakes with the shot, but contested right away on defense, and that's really the only way to stop her is just pressure her on those hands up high. And
how about the hit from Emily Smith?
I wouldn't. Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah,
it
looked
Bakes.
A little painful.
Yeah, and knowing Erin Bakes, that will not bow her at all. She's ready to go back.
Not one bit. Erin Bakes often plays men's beer leagues, full contact men's leagues, so she's no stranger to a little bit of contact. Hamilton picking up the ball off of that scramble. Down in the corner. Looked to pass. Unfortunate miss on that pass, but looks like they've picked up the ball again. That's nice to see. No reset on the clock, so they do only have 15 seconds to make something happen. Pass down. 10 seconds on the clock. We'll see how they do. A bit of a scramble out front of the crease again. Hamilton's taking it away. Good shot with 2 seconds on the shot clock. A reset, but unfortunately, they were not able to pick up the ball, and Mimico is on the run back up the floor.
One of my favorite players in this sport, Brooklyn Rosario, who is kind of a larger-than-life personality.
Absolutely, and it shows on the floor. Mimico slowing it down. Ball to Rain Blasuti. She takes a shot, goes wide of the net, and Mimico's going to try and stop that before that over and back call. Unfortunately, good effort. I won't lie. It was a fun effort, but not a successful one.
No. Well, as Erica Hill made a great play initially to flip it back over, but then the ball spun to her. She's on the other side of center. I guess she thought, hey, we had that one last game.
That's it.
That wasn't called.
Bengals were tiptoeing that middle line for quite a bit there. Looks like Mimico's been directed to have some high pressure on them. They're coming all the way out to almost midline. Hamlin with the ball, passes down. Good hitch fake. Nice opportunity for a shot, but saved by Lou Warner.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Ball's moved back up to Mimico. They're staying quite high. The score right now is 4-0 with 5 minutes left in the first period. So they're not 100% desperate to score. So it looks like they're being a little bit more cautious and a little bit more meticulous with what kind of shots they're taking.
Nice shoulder
Ball,
save by Layla Miracle.
great ball cycling. I love to see a two-man game. Down low, she did have an opportunity, but decided to pass it back up. Back up to Bakes. Shot is going to go all the way down the floor. Now, this won't be an over and back because it did go off of the goalie. So Mimico has the opportunity to bring it all the way back up the floor. However, the shot clock is running. So they did lose a little bit of time. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Up top, down, back up top. Big shot. That was a nice screen that she used the other defending player. Again, great opportunity on the crease.
Nice hit there by Tanisha Caddick. Unfortunately, she does step back into the crease, and that's going to hand the ball back over to Mimico. But
That's it. Unfortunate loss of penalty for Bengals. Mimico is going to take full advantage of that. Good screens, good movement. Ball's up top. A little bit of a bounce pass. Goes a little rogue, but Mimico is able to recover. They get the shot on net with a nice reset. Scramble out front. Mimico pulls it out. They get the 30-second reset. They've got all the time in the world. Pass, skip pass all the way down and a shot. They are giving the Bengals goalie a lot of work. She's going to be sweating. Big scramble. Looks like Hamilton's going to take it away. They do. But Mimico's right on that. 3 players on 1 with the pressure. They want that ball back. They want the reset, and they get it.
Daisha Gordon with it. Yeah.
That's it. Seems to be a theme for Mimico. They've definitely been directed to absolutely apply pressure at any point on the floor. And it's been working. Nice screen. Mimico comes around. Ball back down. Just a 2-man game. Nice opening. I didn't even know she caught that pass. That was a great opportunity.
Yeah, Daisha Gordon's got great hands inside. Tanisha Caddick with the face block and just shakes the bucket to settle everything.
That's it. Tanisha Caddick is part-time playing as a goalie for Hamilton, so she's definitely got that mindset as well. Rain Basuti goes for the shot, and again, Tanisha, quick stick on it.
Layla Miracle with the outlook pass, and Layla Miracle has been doing a great job here. She's faced a ton of pressure. Our goalie at the other end, Lou Warner, you mentioned, another one of the power couples in this sport. Her and her husband Justin both coached the French men's team.
And just had a beautiful baby girl.
They did.
And she's right back in it.
Got a shout out to Cheeto Andrioli, too, who helps coach that club.
Oh, great opportunity by Ty McDonald, getting her hands free, but unable to connect with the ball. Look at that defense. A stick goes flying. Big pressure. But Hamilton wants it right back. Hamilton with a quick break. We've got Alex running up the floor. Number 66. A shot, but Lou is right there to stop her.
Was it Alex Sepakaitis? That's right?
That's right.
Sepakaitis, okay.
I think that's right. Sounds
okay,
right. Alex right in front of the net with a little skip pass. That was kind of cool.
Gorgeous play. I love that shovel pass, the
Shovel
awareness.
Pass. Yes.
Yeah.
Very selfless because it was 2-0, so she could have turned around and taken that, but she opted, since her back was to the net, to give the opportunity to her teammate. Great opportunity.
That's Vanjie Rose, who's also a huge-time member of the executive for this league, and she's coming back from a shoulder injury. She was saying she's hoping she can play some. Great to see her on the floor.
Hamilton right on the hands of all their players. I've definitely seen a change in Hamilton's defense. It feels like they're a lot less passive now and a lot more active on the hands, giving pressure all the way up to half. Biggs gets away with it.
That's got to be a hold.
That's going to be a hold, yeah. Full wrap around the neck. Lou's taken off to the bench, which means we're going to have a 6-on-5 here. 20 seconds left in the first period, so we'll see how this goes. Good pickup from the crease. That's also another rule that should be noted that is new to the season, is that we are allowed to reach in the crease and pick up any ball that is not contested by the goalie. So
I love it. Well,
that's
and even if the
exciting.
goalie's contesting, as long as it's not under their stick, right?
That's it.
But
yeah.
you can rake under the stick until they've got possession established. We're going to have a period end here, and it is 4-0, and it's I think let's talk about the new rules a bit more. So there's the 10-second count, which was new for women's and for several of the levels of lacrosse.
Yeah, which is new to the major series. However, a lot of our off-season development leagues, the ALL, the WBLL, that we and a lot of these players do also play in. That's a standard rule there. So some of these players are not completely new to this rule. Some of them are. It's just new to the major series.
Right.
Another rule we're looking at is that raking out of the crease. It should be noted, though, we were directed that you're not able to push the ball into the net while it's in the crease. So there's a little bit of nuance to that rule.
So basically what you're talking about is you can't just poke the ball. If it's
it.
in the crease, you can't just poke it in. And you see this in the NLL all the time as well. You have to possess it in the mesh of your stick. There's a great play a couple years ago. It was actually, I think it was Mitch DeSnoot. No, it was Chad Tutton in Philadelphia before DeSnoot had gotten there. Chad Tutton dove for a ball that was in the crease and just kind of shoved it in. So the refs waved it off, saying you can't just bat the ball in. Then you go, they video record, they challenge for a video review. You watch the replay, and he like scooped underneath, so it's in the mesh, and shoveled it ahead all in one play. It was a good goal.
I mean, that is
you
the
can do
discretion of the refs, right?
No, you can do that. As long as it's in the mesh, it can go in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can't poke it with the end of the stick or just bat it with the side. Or,
as long as at some point it's in controlled mesh.
Yes, and how long is control? Right, that's the big question. What is control? That's at the discretion of the ref, I guess. But
that's it.
But it's one that is tricky because people think, oh, the ball's there, I can just poke it, right? You can't do it.
It is a juicy looking opportunity, but it's not something that we're allowed to do here. Another rule that it wasn't given to us was the crease diving. Then it got taken away at the next meeting. There was a bit of a back and forth as to whether we were going to be able to have crease dives, and ultimately for this season it was vetoed. Not to say that that's not the future of this league. Every year the board meets, they discuss. There's still maybe the potential of that, but for this year, no crease dives, which I think so. We have some staple crease divers. One being Erin Bakes. She loves a crease dive. Dee Panton on the Grand River Attack. There are some players that absolutely
so good
salivate at a crease dive. So,
one of my favorite photos I have, it's from Shutterlax, Merrick's store, who's a fabulous man who does tons. Merrick, he's Polish.
He's Polish.
Yeah, and he does tons of work. I'm going to move your mic a little bit just so it's right. Oh, I'm taking your headset off. Sorry, I just want to get it right in front of your face there, just so everyone can hear you well. But he got a picture of Madja. Madja is now Zukala. She got married last year, joined the army, got married, and had a baby within about 18 months.
Had a baby.
Quite a stretch. It's a beautiful little baby and a terrific couple, but a picture of her dunking from behind. And she's about 5'2" or 5'3", right?
So impressive.
Went over the back, dunked it in Prague. And and I don't know. I mean, I feel like the diving dunks get a little out of control in the NLL and sometimes with some of the leagues, but it really does bring something to the game.
It does. It brings like an excitement, a showmanship. Oh, Tanisha trying to pass the ball up, but mid-hit, ball goes a little rogue. It almost ended up in the stands.
It really did. It was right at the top of the netting in front of us and hit kind of the cord at the top, and I was getting ready to try and catch that one.
Looks like there's going to be a penalty on the play. Lou looks like she's debating coming in, but ultimately hanging back. I heard you can't do that chant.
I did too.
That is a Toronto Rock chant.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's funny, as a goalie, you're at the far end of the floor. It's the long change period.
Yeah.
With your bench at the opposite end of the floor, and it's getting late in the shot clock. When goalies come to the one thing you tend to see from goalies is they just pretend they can't hear the coach, If you say come to the bench,
That's it.
and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I didn't realize
Mhm.
there's a delayed penalty," or you kind of jog part way because
That's it.
wearing all that gear in the hot arena, it's
I was
tough.
about to say that I've never worn the gear, but it does not look comfortable to run in, so I don't blame her on that one.
I did once to fill in for Ernie Element, a legend
Gotcha.
in the game in Peterborough, and he was away. I stepped in for our old guys league, and
So we're
it was fun to do, but I have to admit I didn't care for it.
that's it. Yeah. So Bengals are gonna have only 3 players right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which Mimico takes full advantage of.
Now, was that one before the first penalty ran out? There was just a few seconds left. You can see the clock in the top corner, 2 seconds on it. It's going to be after the first penalty expired if they got it. That's Daisha accordingly with the rip. I don't know if they caught that was after the penalty because they should be at 5. They are. They did catch it. Good job by the officials to see the time in that. We've got 5 Bengals out there.
All right, back to even.
Of course, if the ball goes in before that penalty expires, it wipes out the one with just a second or
Yeah,
so
just
left.
a 1 or 2 second penalty. Mimico with the ball, patiently up top. Great movement. Looks like Bengals are running a zone defense. Ball back up top.
The giveaways, the player kind of stacked in the middle, just set on the top of the crease, right?
That's it. Mimico really, they do not stop moving their feet very often. As soon as the ball goes up top, everyone looks like they're moving and they're really scrambling up that zone.
I would say that Mimico probably has an advantage athletically
Absolutely.
on Hamilton, which means that's one of the reasons you go to a zone, right? Is so you just try to keep up with them. Nice effort there to try and get to the length of the field floor. It did. We had a debate in the last one. Katie DeSnew saying she didn't think a ball touched the ceiling. There was no question on that one.
No,
We heard it
not
reverberate.
one bit. We heard it all the way over here. Hamilton tries to move the ball, but it gets turned over to Emily. Emily coming down. Good effort, good shot, but saved by the goalie. She'll be picking up her. She attempted to pick up her own rebound, however, crossed through the crease. So that makes you an ineligible player to pick up your own rebound.
I thought that was Rachel McCombie.
Oh, you're right, Rachel. Okay. You're right.
Okay.
Ball to the Bengals. They're a little bit outnumbered here by the Mimico Mountaineers. Alex with the ball. Good movement. Just trying to scramble a bit of the defense here. Still outnumbered. Good shot. Alex has a sniper. I've seen that shot a couple of times. Once on our game on Wednesday against them, and now here. She can, on the move, she is able to still maneuver her body to make such an accurate shot, which is never easy to do. Let's watch it.
Well, take a look. I love the pick and roll from Vanjie Rose here. And then she heads in to try and create some space in the middle. And you see Alex Sepakaitis just comes off the check and cross body, finds that far corner, perfectly placed shot.
Back on the draw. Looks like there's going to be a call.
I wasn't 100% sure if that was a whistle or a sneaker squeaking on the concrete. You never know, right?
It was close. It was close, but ultimately, Bengal ball. Hamlin with the ball, passing up top. An attempt at a pick and roll, but Rain Blasuti on the defense, aggressive with the fast break, coming down. She's got all the time in the world. She's going to take that shot, and that was a great shot, but she made contact with the post. So,
and the outside of the post, unfortunately, for her, instead of the inside.
But Mimico does pick that rebound back up, and they slowed it down, just waiting for their offenders to get on the floor. And it looks like we're starting a bit of a motion. Bakes inside the house, takes a shot just wide of the net. But Mimico's back on it. They have a 13-second shot clock. Great screens coming around top. Attempt at a shot, but Bengals defense is getting very aggressive. I like it. They're really, although the shots are going off, they're not very accurate shots because Bengals are making that contact early. Mimico with a shot clock reset. Bengals pick up that They pick up the loose ball, but it looks like Mimico is absolutely full press contesting that. It has worked for them throughout the game. And there we go. They got the possession.
And we have confirmation that Ty McDonald definitely scored in the first game as Diamond Jim Lowe, one of the great personalities in
Yeah.
this sport, texted that his daughter, Morgan, made her WMSL debut this morning,
That's it.
right?
Yes, she did.
17-year-old Morgan Lowe
That's it for this year.
for this
And
year.
I won't lie. She is an up and comer for 16, 17 years
17
old.
years old.
She is a phenomenal goalie. She keeps a cool head, and she was a lot of the reason for how well we did today.
She played very well. I was saying to Jim, she played great. Really got to work on the passing game.
That's it.
That's not her strength.
No,
But,
definitely.
Jim was saying with the spoon, she's much better than with the,
Right.
the big stick. I'd love to see people playing with the spoon.
Hamlin with a rip out far, goes wide of the net, but she's able to pick up her own rebound. No reset on the clock, unfortunately, so she's going to have 16 seconds to make something happen with the Bengals. Little skip pass. Alex with the ball. Looks to thread the needle. Goes a little wide of her player, but nothing the Bengals can't pick back up. It's going to be a shot clock violation. And Mimico is right on that. It is a self-start, and we have a shot and a goal. So that was a goal for Rachel McConvoy, and she did exactly what she did just 2-3 minutes ago, where she hit a post, and this time it worked out for her. Let's go look.
Yeah, you'll see Rachel McCombie get after it here. We're going to see the ball, and she's gone before we can even catch up to it with the camera as she is heading in all on her own and then bounces it home just inside the post. Beautifully done by Rachel McConvey. And another power family in lacrosse. Her brother Thomas was the first overall pick in the National Lacrosse League, and they are both terrific players.
Big Mimico family. They bleed blue.
Big time, big time. The other brother, Jonathan. Right, the other brother, also a very good player. And one other note from Diamond Jim Lowe, he was saying as they were driving home, his daughter was watching the last game, and he could only listen because he was driving. He said, "You rocked it on the mic.
I appreciate it.
You were
I'm
awesome.
trying my best, Tim. I'm trying my best.
And you're doing great here. When I allow you to, when I remember that you're calling play, I stop and let you talk.
I think I found my strength, and I think it's in color commentating. So
I don't know. I think you got a future in both.
Some kind of conversation going down on the floor. I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what's up.
Diamond Jim Lowe actually jumped in and did color commentary at Women's Provincials last year.
I
when we
remember
were
that.
streaming in Peterborough at the
Right.
Memorial Center. Great tournament.
Faith for the Bengals picking up the ball. She's running it down, really outnumbered, but she's giving it everything. Getting very pressured. Doubled on the ball right now in the corner, and that's been pretty consistently working for Mimico on the changeovers. They're getting a lot of possessions off of that, but looks like Bengal ball. We're a little bit out of a weird angle. I didn't really see what happened, but Mimico's taking off with the ball. Looks like a little bit of a fast break, a shot, but stopped. Ty McDonald picking up the ball. She looks like she's going to slow it down for Mimico. Use the full shot clock, 23 seconds. Big opening lane, took a shot, saved by Hamilton.
Hamilton playing a really physical defense. Emily Smith with the big hit on Ty McDonald on the previous play, and then another defender jumping out on Daisha Cordingley as she took that shot. They are really making Mimico pay for whatever they're getting in this game.
Absolutely, and I think that is the kryptonite for Mimico because they mostly score from outside shots. That's what they're looking for. They have strong shooters, and if you can get on those hands and be physical, you really do have a good shot at stopping them. Hamilton ball. Not much of a transition. I think we had only 2 Mimico players get off the floor, everyone else pressing. And again, Mimico picking up that ball.
With that kind of pressure, they just get the ball back so often, they might as well go ahead and stay out.
Might as well. You know it's coming back potentially. Full shot clock. Just got to reset on that shot. Big open lane. Shot wide of the net, but Mimico picks the loose ball back up. They've got 23 seconds, so quite a bit of time. Looks like the zone collapsed a little bit on the Hamilton Bengals, but They're getting some shot opportunities on those righties.
The red helmets, Phoenix. That's Georgia Bourdignon with one right now with the ball, 32. And Ty McDonald's wearing. Are those the older Team Ontario helmets?
Maybe I've never. Are they older or are they new?
Well, maybe they're the new ones. I thought the new ones were the white with the Ontario crest on the side. Maybe they're the brand new ones.
Wow,
Oh!
What a shot!
Either way, that's a nice rip coming from Dacia Cordingley. And she is such a good shooter. You can see Mimico playing fairly quiet. Now that's where the zone can hurt you. They're trying to match up here. But Cordingley they just don't get out on her, and there's too much space.
Too much space, too much time. She's got everything.
Remember talking to Troy Cordingley? He was the coach of Canada, the women's team for the World Championships, and talking about how difficult the decisions were going to make. They had so many good players trying out, and his daughter Dacia was one of them. And he said, "Well, she's got to earn her spot, and I don't know if she's ready. She's younger. She's got to prove she can go in against the bigger players and everything." And I think she took the decision right out of his hands with the way that she played in trials.
She did, and it's nice to see that it wasn't just that's my daughter, I'll give her a spot.
Yeah.
She really did earn it, and she is a great player, and it's showing here in box, and it's showing here today on the floor.
I think his assistant coaches basically convinced him.
Great stop by the Hamilton Bengal goalie.
Yeah, Layla Miracle with the save, and boy, she's 6-1, but she has made some terrific saves in this game.
With so much pressure, it looks like the Bengals are really struggling to get out on transition. Mimico, so much involvement, so many picks, so many screens, just chaos on the floor. They never really settle down. Aaron Bakes with a shot inside the house. Goes real wide of the net, but I'm sure she's going to tune that in.
Took a bit of a pop from Emily Smith once again. It's not just Tanisha Caddick laying down the boom.
That's it. Although Tanisha is a very good, solid defensive player, she really does lead a defense. She does play for the Heritage Poland team for box, and we really look to her for that guidance on the floor, so I'm sure she's doing that for the Bengals too. Alex taking a lot of pressure from Rachel right now. Taken over by Brooklyn. Bit of a loose ball. And shot clock violation, so it's going to be turned over to Mimico, and Hamilton just goes right for the change. They're not really looking to put that pressure on Mimico, and I think that speaks to the athleticism of Mimico. They know, give them the transition. There's no point in trying to contest that. Georgia cutting to the middle. 4 players on her, unable to do much, but she picks up that loose ball.
I like seeing them get inside, though. It's nice to see Mimico pushing inside.
It is. They definitely resort to outside shots, like we said, really talented shooters, so it's nice to see some attempts to the middle, for sure.
And Erica Hill digging in to get that rebound chance.
Big shot over a screen, but Hamilton goalie has a good view of it. She gets some stick on it.
And Erica Hill getting after it again, and she was actually just dragged out of the way by Mackenzie Forbes and just went straight back to it. I'm loving this game for Erica Hill, the intensity she's bringing.
Oh, wow. What a goal. Another outside shot.
Is that Dacia Cordingley again? Yep.
I'm not 100%
15,
sure.
Dacia Cordingley. This is Erica Hill down the bottom right, number 4. Just watch her as the game goes on. Oh, no, that's not her. There she is.
There she is. Now she's at the bottom.
Oh, and that's actually Georgia Bourdignon with the shot. Dacia Cordingley was just beside her.
Georgia is an all-around player. I've had the privilege of playing with her in the ALL, and not only is she a pretty consistent goal scorer, but she can also run a play, find a good pass, and she's definitely assisted quite a few of my goals, so really enjoy playing with her.
What's your ALL team?
Sirens. Nice and orange. I can't get away from the orange. Mississauga is orange. ALL is orange.
Poland with the red, which is very close to orange.
Yeah, same palette.
Yeah.
Big open hands for Bakes, and she connects with the back of the net. 3 seconds left, running the clock.
Yeah, we'll take a look at this last goal. You can see the time counting down, and Aaron Bakes is You mentioned a little while ago she missed one pretty widely on that shot. She dialed it
Yeah.
back in a hurry. Loves that sidearm, the low to low. Looks a lot like the goal from who's the Peterborough player last game that scored that beautiful sidearm. Was that Lexi Kinmond?
You
The
would have
low to
known
high.
better. Yeah,
The low to
something like
high.
that.
Just
Yeah.
ripped it. We're going to take a quick break, and we will take this break. And we'll be back for more women's major series lacrosse action from the Healthy Plan Arena in Peterborough. I'm Steven Stamp with Phoenix Rams, and we'll be back in a minute and a half. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to Women's Major Series Lacrosse action on Stamp Black's YouTube. Thanks for being with us. I'm Steven Stamp with Phoenix Rams, and I'm going to jump in for play-by-play for this period because
Much
Phoenix-
appreciated.
Was it?
Much appreciated.
Phoenix, you were doing a great job, but I know you had you had a night shift. You haven't slept for about 40 hours.
I have
We
not.
really appreciate you hanging around. Now, you've got a cake pop in you.
That's
So
it.
we can see a little bit coming back.
That's it. I can feel my energy slowly creeping back in.
We all had a cake pop.
I
between
appreciate being
Carrie
here.
and you and I.
Always an honor commentating with you. I look forward to more in the future.
Absolutely. It's such a pleasure. I still remember it was at Laxney. I went down the hall. We were doing interviews for the broadcast, and I went to the Poland dressing room and said, "Hey, I need somebody from Poland to interview." And you said, "You can talk to me."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Let's go." And it was a great interview. It's on the Laxney website still on their Instagram, and it was a great interview. And it's such a blast when you come and join us. And it's it's a real pleasure to have you on. Here is your replay monitor, since you're going to be in charge of them now. And this is Stamp Black's YouTube. We've done the last couple of women's provincials here, and we're looking forward to doing one more this year. Well, not one more. Another one this year. Is such a great experience doing the women's MSL provincials.
It is. I'm excited to see a lot of strong teams this year, so the tides could turn in any direction. So I'm interested to see where it goes.
Hamilton with the early possession here in the third period. That was Faith Dunford, and I'm guessing, given how we've talked about family connections, that she's, as a Hamilton person, she's probably related somehow to Clark and or Blake.
Potentially.
Yeah. As a Peterborough person, you see that with, if somebody's in Evans, they're related. Here's a great drive to the net. Nice save, though. That's a terrific chance. That was Ella Royer once again with the opportunity. Some pressure on, again, that Mimico forecheck pressure, and it's going to cause a turnover. The ball grabbed there, and they drop it off to Royer. Jenna Hill within the corner. Don't see her playing a ton of offensive shifts, but nice to see her up front. Great save, again, by Layla Miracle, and it goes back out to Jenna Blair. Nice defense to knock that one down. Blair will try and shovel it back to her teammates, but it's snagged. And on the run, Elizabeth Abrajian heads down the floor, gets turned over though. Oh, nice pressure from Hamilton
Back to
though.
Jenna
The ball
Blair.
came over to Jenna Hill and immediately had a defender right on top of her. I don't know who it is. There's no number 2 on the roster sheet, so we don't know who it is for Hamilton, but that was really nice work. Brooklyn Rosario. So Mimico definitely with the 6-1 lead in the third. Letting some of their defenders have some offensive shifts. And what a rip from the outside as that one is buried by Georgia Whalen.
I think it's more than a 6-1 lead. I think we've just stopped putting it on the board.
It's an excellent
Let's
point
take
to
a
make.
look.
Yes, that makes it 10-1 actually.
That's it. Brooklyn passes it down. Swing back up. They've been running this all day. Just pure fundamentals. Great shot. Good opportunity.
And it's interesting that, we mentioned Brooklyn Rosario and, some of the defensive players coming up and Jenna Blair playing some offensive shifts. And it's not like the offense falls apart. Brooklyn Rosario runs a really nice 2-person game there.
They are. They're dynamic players. They melt right into the play, and it's nice to see. It's a good time now to take that opportunity to tune up some of your defenders so that they get some touches on the ball up high. Seeing that the score is quite a bit away.
Back to the offense. And it's interesting, you call it 2-man game. I've always been careful in the women's game to say 2-person game.
Yeah, I probably should adjust to that. It is 2026, Sam.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Just when I learned it, it was a 2-man game.
I don't know. I wasn't being critical. I was just saying. I try to be careful.
I hear
because I'm not sure. I don't want to be offensive to anyone, but
no,
I mean, I've obviously grown up calling it a 2-man game because, again, only men had the chance to play.
Yeah, a force of habit, but definitely something I need to adjust to.
Okay, I was just wondering. I was really wondering what you think of that. So, do you call it man-to-man? I'm not going to call it person-to-person defense.
Yeah, man on one.
Yeah. Here's Bakes. She'll just pull out into the corner.
It looks like now they've slowed it down and they're really just trying to run those fundamentals, tune up those skills, and just take the opportunity to work their offense.
Bakes with great stick skills. You can see it under that pressure there. And now here's a blast from downtown late in the shot clock from Hannah Kent. Forecheck pressure, but Hamilton does a nice job of breaking out of it. They've got the player ahead. Here's a chance on the run, the shot from downtown. Lou Warner turns that aside, but right on the rebound is Shania Anderson.
And quickly on pressure. Hamlin's going to have the ball just at the middle half. She's hoping to not get that over and back.
I like the thought by Bridget Hamlin to try and tap it back between her legs.
It is. It's
Rose.
elusive because players think that you're going to try and snag it up, and when you do that, a lot of players don't even see that that's coming. So it worked for that moment.
A heads-up play.
Mm-hmm.
Nice hustle to get down after that ball and get possession by Georgia Whalen. We'll come back up top, and Courtney Norton, another defender up. Courtney Norton, to me, is one of the best defensive players in this league. You'd have to no.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
You just look at me like
we have such a deep talent that it's tough to say best.
I said one of.
Definitely up there, for sure.
She's I find her disruptive.
For sure.
I mean, if I had to pick one defensive player in this league, I'd probably go with Bina Garrow.
Right.
Because she just flattens people.
Absolutely.
Plays for the Haudenosaunee Nationals. I think she's an intimidating presence. Was actually at the Laxnai last year or the year before when they were in the finals, the Sky Women Ascend. The opposing coaches, when we were talking about the MVP for the tournament, and I said, hey, who do you think for them if they win it? And the Mimico coaches that they were playing said, I'd have to say Bina Garrow. Or they said number 55. That's coaches do.
Yeah, she is undeniable on the floor.
Goodness. Oh, what a shot, Ty McDonald.
Is that a hat trick for a hat trick for Ty McDonald
I think
right now?
So,
That's exciting stuff. A little bit of a scrum, but it looks like the refs are able to separate it. Mimico's walking off. Let's take a look. Ty with the fake. Another fake right back to her.
That's just a beautiful shot, right? I mean, I don't know what you do if you're a goaltender and somebody places that perfectly.
Yeah, she's right at your doorstep, and a scorer like Ty McDonald will score.
Yes, yes. Goaltender's getting a water break, and over on we're seeing the officials talk to Daisha Cordingley.
They are. It looks like they're discussing what to do about that scrum. Maybe you could
Mhm.
show me how to replay that again. We'll
Yeah,
watch
we
the
go back a
goal, but
game and then we
it
hit.
also looks like some after play hits going on, some retaliations. But we get to watch Ty McDonald's goal once again. But there's that after play Hamilton hit, and that looks like Rachel maybe with the retaliation, and
Yeah.
just got a little ugly there for a second. But it looks like
It got a little
no
across.
calls
I don't
on
know
the
if I'd say
play.
ugly.
That's it. Yeah. I'm sure Hamilton is a little bit frustrated. Nobody wants to be that behind on a game.
No.
So tensions might be a little high.
8:40 to go, and honestly, I don't mind a little scrum, a little checking like that. People defend themselves and
Sure.
stand up for themselves. I hate when they get into the grabbing the face mask and yanking around. I think that's
That
push.
gets dangerous. Oh,
Nice chance there, driving down the floor. Chance there for Erica Hill. We don't cheer for anyone. I'd love to see Erica Hill get one. I don't know what her scoring record is this year, but
she's
she
such
does
a
work.
rock star.
Holy cow.
She is pretty small height-wise,
Yeah.
and she's still so gritty.
I don't know her at all. I have no idea how old she is or anything, but she just looks like she's a constant motor.
That's
Like,
it.
Just always
Doesn't
working.
stop. She's gritty. She can take a big hit, and she's just very impressive.
Emily
stands
Smith
out.
from downtown, speaking of big hits, she's been dishing them out, and she's coming to try and steal this ball. Hits Daisha Cordingley, who says, no problem, I can take a hit and a run forward. Great effort by Cordingley. She's flying up the floor. She's going to take a shot, scores! End-to-end effort from Daisha Cordingley, and an absolute beauty.
She was flying up the floor looking for the opportunity to pass it off, and I think she just found herself kind of in front of the net with not a lot of contention and took that shot. So take that all day.
Yeah, it's interesting because let's run it again because they are having some more of another bit of a break here. So you just have to go, oh, you got it again. Good. So if we hit the game, it resets and then we can go back to it. It is just showing the end of the replay. But I thought when she was cutting through the double team, it looked like she was really thinking about passing the ball.
She was.
Yeah, but her stick, there wasn't a lane for her to pass.
Mhm.
So she had to just pull it down. And once she pulled it down, it made more sense to just keep running.
It did, yeah. She just adapted on the play.
So the mid-third period water break for the goalies. And it's interesting, the goalie union is strong. We always talk about the goalie union. Lou Warner. She was Lou Harris for a long time.
She was, yeah. I get stuck on that
Between the pipes for Mimico. And she goes over and Davina Gillis, her crease mate, getting her their biggest supporter with the water, with everything. They're such a good team together. It's cool to see how goalies back each other up and support each other. Literally, because you have a backup goalie, but also, Davina played this morning and Lou was there as her big supporter.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird dynamic, potentially, some competition, but those two are a well-oiled machine.
They've been doing it for a while. Here's a chance the other way. Nice save, Layla Miracle, as Georgia Bourdignon was all alone. Loose ball is going to roll all the way out off the rebound and be picked up by Kristen Kerr. Gets away from her, though. That'll be an over and back, and it's Hamilton possession. And you can tell it's kind of towards the end of the second game of the day because Mackenzie Forbes saw that ball that was ready to be picked up and just said, I'll just go change.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm not running anymore on this play. Hamilton, that pass across. Nice job knocking that one down by Hannah Kent.
I do want to take the opportunity here to mention that the Hamilton team did suffer a bit of a tragedy. Their coach, Tony, much beloved by the whole league, longtime coach, about 10 years in the major series. He did suffer a stroke in the last game day, I believe 2 weeks ago. He is recovering well. They do have a bit of a fundraiser going just to help with some of the financial struggles while he's off. So if you have the opportunity, head over to the Hamilton Instagram if you have the opportunity and funds. And any help is all help. And if not, just thoughts and wishes. The team is definitely struggling emotionally at this time, and it's going to be a tough time for them.
Yeah, that's the Hamilton Bengals Instagram. You can find it on. We'll put that in the chat for this, so you can find it there, and you can just go look them up otherwise. But I'm going to actually, why don't you go ahead for a second? I'm just going to pull that up.
Yep, Hamilton with the ball. Getting lots of pressure. Looks like it's going to be a woman-to-woman defense or person-to-person defense. They're putting lots of pressure on. Hamilton's starting to set some screens for each other, which is a good thing when you've got a one-on-one defense. Mimico with a big pass up, but Hamilton's quick on the transition, so they've got 2 defenders back to contest this. Mimico's definitely slowing the ball down. They have 14 seconds on the shot clock. And their ball movement has just been textbook all day. Mimico needing a quick shot to reset the shot clock. The shot clock did reset, but the refs, good heads up play, I guess, for the refs. They noticed that the ball didn't make contact with the goalie, so Hamilton was given the ball, but with all that pressure, Mimico took it right back.
I'm having a little trouble finding it. I want to get back to the to the game.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, just look up Hamilton Bengals. Find them on Instagram, or we will try and get that shared on here and share it out as much as we can, because we'd love to see everyone supporting Tony and his, those near to him as he tries to recover from that stroke. And obviously, we talked about Eric Hayner earlier. Just a really tough couple of weeks for the sport in Ontario, and yet here everyone is playing the medicine game and healing and
that's it. And I'm sure they're making him proud.
Yeah. Oh, the effort. Yeah, absolutely. You can see the spin, the pass back to Bridget Hamlin. I had a chat with Bridget earlier after their first game and said, I was telling her, you need to move the ball a bit quicker, because she was trying to, I was like, you're trying to make the perfect play every time. Just get the ball moving, involve everyone. It's going to take a while for everyone to get used to it, because there are a lot of new players, but you want to involve everyone, get the ball moving, start to create things. You can see right here, she's taking a look. She's going to let it rip with 1 second left.
1 second on the shot clock. It was a good effort. I mean, what else do you do at that moment? You take the opportunity.
Yeah. But that preparedness, right? I mean, and that to me is part of, you keep the ball moving, you keep everyone involved, and then she gets that pass right at the final moment and is ready and loaded up to just rip it off. That was a really good shot.
Bridget Hamlin is a United States player who travels over the border for our game days, and she has become, in the last 2 years, a staple for the Hamilton Bengals. Quite a leader on the team, a leader even for Team Ireland. She'll be heading off. She'll be heading off, I believe, in 2 weeks for the Euro Box Championship.
Less. Because they start on the 25th.
Something
she's probably
like
leaving in about a week, just over a week.
She'll be making us real proud. Not only that, she's also started a WNYGBL. She is a coach.
Western New York girls box lacrosse.
That's exactly it. And herself and a few others in our league are coaching youth on that side, starting up box as it's not. We're going to get a shot here.
Big save, Layla Miracle, as Georgia Whalen tore in uncontested. Mimico not really looking to shoot a lot at this point, but you can't turn up pass up that breakaway. Honestly, I think it's respectful to be considerate and conscious of this, but also it'd be disrespectful to not shoot.
Yes,
completely,
absolutely,
right?
Yeah, it's an opportunity like that.
A lot of players. I'm not sure how many. Oh, what a rip!
And that'll be number 4
for Ty McDonald. Wow. Holy!
How quickly the ball makes contact with her stick and then leaves in the most accurate way is impressive. Let's take a look. So good heads up play by Katie. Biggs tries to pull it in. Sees she's contested and finds Ty behind her. And like I said, Ty is able to release the ball so quickly out of her stick. It's very impressive.
That's Ty McDonald right there with Tanisha Caddick. And you could see how much she got into it. Like, she is driving that ball. A couple of hard, quick steps, and then the rotation. And honestly, if you're a lacrosse player trying to figure out how to shoot hard and accurately, go and watch that, because she took the step, got the pivot of the hips to drive. People think it's all hands and arms, right?
Yes.
It's driving with the lower body.
Truly uses her whole body. 40 seconds left in the third period here. Probably one of the last shot clocks we're going to see.
And Mimico with possession. The Mountaineers pretty much content to let the clock tick away. They're going to stop the clock. And I think Layla Miracle took a bit of a hit in an uncomfortable spot. She's actually turning away from the
Hopefully she's okay.
from the play. Yeah. She's indicating, yeah, kind of got me on the side of the head. They are good helmets. They are, well designed to protect the players. But boy, nothing's perfect when a hard rubber ball comes flying at you.
That's it. I am a hockey goalie, and I can tell you it still hurts a little bit. There's a bit of a slap to
Yeah.
it, so
I didn't
definitely a
even know
little.
about the hockey goalie thing.
Yep, in another life, Stamp, in another life.
I know
I,
the box and the sixes. And what's up next for you with Poland?
We're looking to go to the qualifiers. I believe November for
Okay.
sixes. This
Okay.
will be an Olympic qualifier.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a heading
small field
over.
to make.
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
teams, 6 nations.
Yeah, it's a shame. I really thought the Olympic Committee would bide for 12 teams. It
Each,
would.
yeah.
I would love to see that. A little bit more of a field, a little bit more of a showcase, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's not the case. It is our first
I
year.
was gonna say, the other hand, we're in the Olympics.
Exactly. We got to take what we can get right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So some
As a
staple
former
teams will
rower,
make it.
Where we only got attention every 4 years when the Olympics came up. I know what a huge deal it is. I unfortunately didn't quite ever make the Olympics, but I've got tons of friends who went and won medals at the Olympics, and it is such a huge event to go and be a part of. And I'm very excited for the 12 teams between the men and women, all their players, coaches, families, friends who get to go and be part of it, but also excited for the broader lacrosse community
Absolutely.
to get that Olympic inclusion, and hopefully comes back in 32 in Australia.
That's it. I think it is also helping with the growth of lacrosse. Just a shakeup of knowing that lacrosse is in the Olympics now. It makes parents think twice about putting their kid in this sport. They think, oh, well, there is opportunity here for my child to excel and be on the world stage. So
Yeah.
it is a big thing for us. Unfortunately, only 6 teams, but we'll take what we can get. It's going to be an exciting event.
And there are lots of opportunities, especially for women, honestly, in lacrosse, with the number of colleges in the U.S. adding field lacrosse teams. There are a lot of scholarship opportunities. There's some great stuff up in Canada as well. I think the opportunities on the field side are more in the U.S., probably growing, but lots of box chances in Canada. We're going to see a bunch of women from this league going, or a handful at least, going over and playing at the European Championships. Again, those are in Prague, June 25th to July 5th. And I'm actually I've got some FOMO, or some I'm not going to be able to go
You're telling
to that.
me
Yeah.
you weren't able to field
I know,
teams.
you couldn't get a club together. It's tough, right? We were both hoping to be there. I've just got a lot going on here. I'm streaming a ton of games, and but it occurred to me, I've been calling every major international women's box lacrosse event that has happened in the world to date, and I'm not going to be at this one.
Yeah,
It's a
still
hard one.
such an accomplishment to look back. You know, you can't have them all, Stamp, but such an
I know.
accomplishment. You should
So
be
fun
proud.
to have you here, Phoenix Rams. I am Steven Stamp. Thank you so much for putting the effort and energy in, because we know you had the night shift. You came here. You played this morning. I thought you did a great job in your first game, and then we were talking about it. You needed a little energy getting going.
I did. But you
this
had
game.
cake pops loaded up, ready to go.
Props to Carrie
As
for that.
always.
She got those on
Thank
the way
you,
here.
Carrie.
She is probably the best person in the world, I would say.
You should say
My
that
wife,
about your
Carrie.
wife.
Yeah, but
She
I mean
is
it.
on
I mean, she's
camera for
awesome.
us. She did a great job
Yeah.
today. She had cake pops. She has snacks. If you're listening to
help.
this and you're in the arena, come by because Carrie will feed you.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure, Stamp. I really, really do enjoy this. I'll never say no. I'll never
I
say no to
love
you,
it.
Stamp.
So great. Everyone's gone, so we're going to let them go. I'm going to let you get home, and your
Amazing.
wonderful husband, who's let us borrow you for the rest of the afternoon.
right.
I hope he's driving.
Absolutely, he's driving. I cannot be trusted right now for anything. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Phoenix Rams, I'm Steven Stamp on behalf of Women's Major Series Lacrosse, the Peterborough Lakers hosting today here at the Healthy Planet.